Hey guys, this is Keith with the Rough Roads podcast. I'm with my buddy Daniel here. What up, Daniel?
How's it going, Keith?
Rough Roads, baby.
Rough Rhodes.
Yep. How's it going, How you doing, Cody?
Hey, rough roads.
Rough Roads, baby. So how's everybody's day?
Busy.
Mine, yeah. Mine's not too bad.
How was yours, Daniel? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I just said mine was busy. One word. You know,
Busy's good.
It was a lot of stuff, to be honest, that I really didn't know what the heck I was doing, and I got into it, and I killed it, and I watched probably 30 videos before I even left my house, like on how to like do it, you know.
What was it?
It's just patching some stucco.
Oh, okay.
And so patching stucco and doing like having a plain canvas is a lot different than patching. So when you patch it, you got to match the texture. You got to match the you can't just have like a huge like patch that is in the middle of a wall. You know, it looks bad. So you gotta match it the right way. You gotta scrape off all the old stucco until it doesn't scrape off anymore. I mean, it's just a lot of different steps that you gotta take. But I felt like I killed it. It's gonna look nice. So
that's good. That's good.
So you just refreshed today? Because I already know that you watched those videos before a bunch of times. So you just refreshed your videos a bit?
No, so like I've been watching like stucco videos now. I mean, I have watched them before, but I watched a lot of different new ones. Since yesterday or the day before. It's probably been 2 days. I really did a lot of research today and kind of went deep in. I like watching a bunch of different videos just because
which way did you go?
Which way did I go? What do you mean?
Well, because you said you watched a bunch of different videos, and I was just wondering,
I like getting a lot of different perspectives of like people doing it the right way, people doing it the wrong way, people doing it like different ways, and it gives me a lot of different insight, and then I just kind of do it my way, but kind of go off on some of the good ideas that people have. Pretty much is what I'm saying.
How did you do it? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. So on the areas that I started on today, well, I mean, I pressure washed the whole house the other day, and today I went in and I was like scraping all the loose stuff off, getting it all prepped out, and then I got this. I think it's like the same caulk that you were telling me to use, you know, for the outside. And I glued all my edges down really good, feathered them all out. And then I'm going to let that dry. And then tomorrow I'm going to go in and put on the stucco patch. And I'll take pictures and see what it turns out like. But I mean, I have a lot of confidence in myself that I can pull that off.
Good.
So,
can we upload pictures onto this, like video?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Like there is a way.
Yeah, there is a way to upload pictures. All right.
I was on it. That's when I found out how to do my my background. But now I can't.
That's background.
Right there.
That's background and effects. That's not it.
No. But there is a place that I can add pictures. Like I came across that.
Yeah. There's a
place that I can add pictures.
So my aunt's coming in town tomorrow, and so I'm cleaning my place up. So because she can want to come and see it. So.
Shelly's coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick her up, or she's gonna actually get dropped off with her friend at my shop.
Oh, that's cool.
And I gotta go to Milford tomorrow. I gotta go to Penguin and Milford. Dude, that's like a 3-hour drive to Penguin, and fucking Milford's like an hour and a half, and then it's gonna be like an hour 45 minutes back. Fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's kind of crazy. Like every time I'm talking to Cody, he's like, I'm driving. He's like, I got to drive here. And then he works for like 20, 30 minutes. It puts a whole shower together in like 30 minutes, like at the most. And then he's like driving another hour, 2 hours somewhere else. I was just like, that's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like you would think with like that job that Cody has, he'd just be hanging mirrors like all day, but he's so fucking quick that it's just like, bam, it's done. On to the next job, and then the next job is in the next town or even state sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll put a whole house together. I'll put 6 mirrors and like 3 showers in the house in 4 hours.
Really?
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy good.
Yeah, it's crazy good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the willingness to learn, bud.
That's it. The willingness to learn. Without it, you got nothing.
I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from it, but it's really easy. Like if you know where the brackets go, you know how big your space is, like it'll take you like 6 months really to like be like where Cody is like right now if you're smart.
Well, as long as you know how to fucking hang your grab bar and carry glass upstairs without breaking it, you're fine. Like,
see, that's a lot. Yeah, and remembering every tool that you need to have on the job, and but the hardest part is like what Cody said is carrying, because like there's tight corners. I mean, I had to carry drywall, up around 2 flights of stairs, and you got to go because some people's houses are built in like just a rectangle up, a vertical rectangle. So they have 2 long flights of stairs that you got to like maneuver all this drywall. I can only imagine carrying a piece of glass. That would be stressful. And
glass or drywall is forgiving. You can fix drywall. You can't fix glass.
Exactly. If you hit a wall with glass, you have a really big chance of shattering it and then cutting one of your arteries.
Well, it just depends on with the mirror. A mirror, if you fucking break that mirror, dude, it'll cut your fucking arteries. Sure, it'll cut you wide open.
Oh yeah, if it hits you in the right way. Yeah.
If you cut a mirror and it's in your hands, you better wish you can get out of the way in time because it's gonna fucking cut you. Like a sword would cut you, But like a shower, if I break the shower, it's a little bit different. It like rains on me with glass, so it does cut me a little bit. Like I broke a few of them, like 2 or 3 of them in my fucking time. But it rains on you, but it's not like it's gonna cut your fucking neck off.
It shatters and fucking like the whole thing explodes because it's tempered glass. So tempered glass fucking just like boom, and it shatters. But like mirrors, they break off in shards, and it'll fuck you up. But still carrying like it's not necessarily like heavy, but it's kind of awkward. And when you're going around different corners or like going like in different like tight spots, it's hard doing it by yourself. Cody fucking gets it up there fucking like, every time.
Cody's a big strong man though,
Yeah, Cody's a beast.
I'm like a medium strong man.
I'm a medium
strong.
Yeah, I mean, Cody, you're a beast.
Cody's like, when I grow up, I'm gonna be strong.
Cody, don't sell yourself short, bro. You're a fucking beast, dude. Don't sell yourself short, man.
Oh, I don't sell myself short. I just accept that I'm not 6 foot. I'm about 5. Yeah.
That's
Man,
still pretty. That's much more than what Daniel and I got.
that dude in the gym, that dude in the gym, that guy in the gym, Antonio or whatever his name is, fucking is. He's like,
oh yeah,
he's a beast. Like he can deadlift 500 something pounds. I mean, like, come on, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter how big you are. It's really all about like in your head. You know, that's really where it's
in your head. That's what I was telling you earlier. Like,
yeah,
like everything, like all these medications that people are getting, it's just filling the hole. You know, it's filling the void. But really, what they really need to do is get down deep and find the key to fill that void, because it's all in us. We're just unwilling, you know. So
well, I mean, that's why they have placebo. I mean, it's like they give people the real medication, they give people fake medication, and like studies show that even the fake medication, because people think that they're taking the real medication, it helps. So
yeah, like even with the real medication,
so what I'm saying is that what you're saying is
that real medication is filling. You know, it's a bridge. You need to build a bridge and get over your goddamn self instead of relying on medication.
Right, exactly, yeah.
But the medication does help in the meantime when you're trying to build that bridge. Like it builds it instantly for you to get over that void. But then you need to not forget that you need to build that bridge, because if you do, you stop taking that medication and that fucking bridge is gone. Fuck, you need that medication. But really, what medications are there for is to fill the void so you can build a bridge over it. But a lot of people just take the medication and forget they need to build a bridge. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of like what we were. That's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. It's like when they give it to little kids.
We're trying to get back here. So we're trying to get back. That's what we're trying to talk about. So talk about it.
Well, it sounds like everybody had a good day at work. That's a good thing. I got a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valley Core.
I know, but you know, Keith.
Yeah.
When do you start?
I don't know. I go in tomorrow for paperwork.
I know how calm you are, and I know how you can handle me when I was fucking tripping. So, but those people over there.
One more time.
Those people over there, what?
More help.
I lost audio.
No, that's not the one I want to be in. Cody, what were you saying about Valley? I gotta get me out of this little screen here.
Yeah, I can't hear Cody now.
Hold on.
I can see him. I can't hear him.
Who, me? You can't hear me now?
No, I can hear you. I can't. Cody sounds chattery. And it's something that you were doing, though, I think.
No. He's just, your signal was low for a second. Talk again.
Who, me?
Cody. Cody, why don't you click out of me and click back in from the email and start it over?
Rough Rhodes.
Rough Rhodes.
Rough Rhodes.
Put on my headphones.
Cody, I hear you now.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, there you go. I can hear you now, too.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but I can't hear you guys very well, so I need to put you on my headphones, but they turned off for some reason or something. I don't know.
Were they out of batteries?
I hope everybody out there is enjoying the topic, whatever the topic might be. But maybe we can have people like send in a topic.
Yeah, and we're gonna.
If Keith can tell.
I want to start, and I also want to start having a guest on here too. It's something new. We don't have to do it all the time, but have a guest on here, just kind of bring in a new topic, you know.
Yeah, like we can have Roach, we can have Aaron, we can have.
I just talked to those guys a few minutes ago before I came back in here. I was outside talking to them.
Yeah.
To Roach.
They're at rehab. First step.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Like I said,
I talk to them often too.
Yeah, they're gonna watch.
Did you tell them that you were talking to us?
Yeah, I said that we had a podcast, and I gave them the podcast information for YouTube, so they were gonna watch it tonight. Roach and Opie were.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's 2 more listeners we got. That's a good start.
Hey. Good.
Hey.
Yeah.
I can't place you on the streets.
You can't what? On the streets?
I can't place you. Like, did you know me on the streets?
I recognize you. I
see everybody. Like I'm looking at everybody.
No, he's not talking about that. He's talking about placing me on the streets, not here. Cody, I recognize you.
Yeah.
Like the first time I saw you, I was like, I recognize that guy. He must be from the block. But I never thought though, like I had a conversation. I never thought I had a conversation with you. I just noticed that I'd seen you before.
Yeah. I remember Ashley.
You remember her?
Oh yeah, you had a date with Ashley the other day, huh?
Ashley's married.
Huh?
Ashley's married. She got married.
I thought you said that you were like that you'd call me like after you like see Ashley or something like that.
I know. I had dinner at her parents' house the other night.
All right, that's what I was saying. All right, my bad.
We're like we're pretty much best friends. You know,
I had a girl like that once. Like I had this girlfriend that was my first love, and I fucking ran away from home, and I went to her house, and her dad was like, "Who's your dad?" And I was like, Gordon Ray Rhodes. I was like, Gordon Ray Rhodes, and he's like, "Oh, I know that. Oh, fuck, I'm going over there right now." And he came back, and he's like, "I'm taking custody over you." And I'm like, "You are?" He's like, "Yeah, that motherfucker, he's a piece of shit." But he's like, "There's one thing that you guys got to stop fighting and stop dating." And then we stopped fighting, and we became like sisters and brothers, like big time, dude. Like it was crazy. Like she would help me get girls and everything, dude. And like, you know, it was crazy. But yeah, long story short, that was in a nutshell. She died of a heroin overdose and came to me in a dream one time, and I was on the block, and I went back to there and helped them out and left, and fuck, it was crazy. It was weird. But my life is weird.
Yeah,
our lives are weird.
That sounds weird. Yeah, you're right. They are. Normal lives are weird.
Like I could go on elaborate with it, but I just don't want to bore you guys, you know.
No, that wouldn't bore us. That's the kind of shit I like to hear about.
Let's talk about like the weird things that's happened out there. You know how when we're on the streets and like weird shit would happen.
I got some crazy ass shit right here if you want.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
All right, so what?
Huh?
You want to hear Rough Roads?
Yeah. Yeah, right. And I'll tell you mine.
Okay. This is one of those crystal meth things. Because I started doing crystal meth long before I did heroin. Probably about a good year before I started doing heroin. I was doing crystal meth, and And so yeah, I had some crystal meth things happen to me, which are always interesting.
So okay, so I'm gonna rephrase this for you. So you had some weird shit happen to you while you were on crystal meth high as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear.
All right.
And you did, like, the time in between was a year?
What?
No,
So you did meth first, and then a year later you did heroin.
Well, let's just hear about the fucking
No.
story.
I just have like a quick yes or no question. I mean, this is.
Well, yeah, but I was doing meth when I tried heroin.
Okay.
So
you did them at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
He just told us that you did meth way before you did heroin. So why did you do meth?
You said that there was a year, and so that's why I was asking.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'll let you talk. Talk.
Yeah. To make things clear, I tried crystal meth for the first time, and then a year later, I tried heroin. But I was still
okay.
Doing,
so then it was a year. Okay, that's what I was asking. I want everybody to understand that it was meth, and then a year later, it was heroin. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're on to the fucking spook stories.
Oh yeah. This one's pretty fucking crazy. This one's really crazy. All right, so me and my buddy Leo.
I got a text. Is it Leo like that used to come? Big Leo? He's kind of big.
He's a tall guy
with the long hair, kind of like his shoulders, like he's really soft spoken. Leo.
Yeah, how'd you know Leo?
He would always come find me on the block all the time. He'd come down there, like, because he'd stay down there for a few days, but he'd always leave. But yeah, he'd come down and have lots of money and shit. And be like, dude, I just got paid. Let's go get high. Like, all right.
Yeah, because when this thing happened, his dad had died, like money wise. Yeah, but then his mom died after me and him got split up. Like after we stopped hanging out together, his mom died of cancer.
Yeah, I remember when one of them died for sure.
Yeah, because he was yeah, his mom died of cancer. So he lost two of his parents within like a 3-year span, and he was getting and I know he was getting money off of his dad's inheritance and probably his money's inheritance too. Yeah. But anyway, so he taught me into going down to Orem, and so we go down to Orem, and first thing we do when we get down there is I want to go hit my bubble, and Leo had just gotten me this pink Pyrex bubble, for my birthday. and so I wanted to go hit it, so I went in the Barnes and Noble bathroom in Orem and I hit it. And so after the second hit, bam, I drop it on the floor, shatters. I get some toilet paper and I sweep it back into this wash rag I have in my bag, sweep it up into the wash rag, put it back in the outside of my pocket, zip it up. So I walk out of the restroom at Barnes and Noble's, and I notice there's this lady and her daughter, and there's this guy that looks like a cop. And and there's this cop looking guy. So I walk out to Leo and I say, Leo. He's like, how's the meth? I said, well, Leo, the meth's not the problem. The problem is, well, I want you to look inside my backpack and tell me what the problem is. Because I just shattered his bubble, you know?
Hey, wait. You said it's his bubble, but he gave it to you for your birthday?
No, he bought it for me for my birthday.
So it's your bubble. You just trust your bubble.
Well, yeah, but he wanted to but he got it for me though.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and so he opens up the bag, takes out the wash rag towel, and then pulls out a bubble right out of it. Not broken, like a brand new one, like a pink, like a pink brand new bubble.
What?
Yes, dude. And so anyway, so the next day.
Sorry guys, my daughter needs a ride. Hold on real fast. I'm gonna have to leave. I'm just gonna see if
leave it on.
I'm just gonna see if my oldest daughter and her boyfriend will go pick my middle daughter up.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna finish off. So anyway, so I go there the next day. I go in the stall. I take 2 hits of the bubble. I drop the bubble. Yeah, on the bubble that was supposed to be broken the day before.
Wow.
So I drop the bubble. The bubble breaks. I have that towel still in my backpack. So I sweep up the pieces of glass into the wash rag. I walk out of the Barnes & Noble's bathroom. I see a mom and her daughter and a guy that looks like a cop. And so I walk outside to Leo, and I have just a look of disgust on my face. And Leo's like, let me guess, you dropped the bubble again. I said, yes. I said, yes, Leo, I dropped the bubble again.
Again.
And he goes,
that's why I love it.
And hold on. And he goes, well, let's see about that. He opens up my backpack, holds out the towel, and holds it out, and he all the shattered glass just falls out on the street.
I thought you said he pulled out a brand new bubble.
No, that was the day before.
Oh, okay. You dropped it again. Okay, so I see where we're going at. Okay.
It was like a time lapse, kind of, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Because it's like I saw that chain of events happen the day before.
Yeah. Okay. So you fucking had a premonition. Like you were in the bathroom and you had a Were you in the same bathroom?
Same bathroom, same stall.
Oh man, you had a premonition, bud. Deja vu.
Daniel, turn your camera sideways.
Just wait 1 second. I'm texting my daughter. I'm texting both of my daughters. So just you guys.
Okay.
You can turn it off.
Just give me a second, real fast. You guys can keep talking, just like how you were having me.
I'm not even looking.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though. Keith, thanks for sharing that story.
Yeah, Cody. So that was like it was like a time lapse. I saw into the future the day before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
That's what deja vu is like. Pretty much, you fell asleep, dude, and you're probably up for a long time, and you fell asleep for a second and had a dream.
I was up,
which it's deja vu, and it was really in the future. You know?
Yeah.
Deja vu is like you have like another past life or another life that you remember, and then they combine like. But yeah,
so deja vu.
I might have to go pick my daughter up, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut this short.
Yeah, because they're interrupting what we have going on with your daughter shit. So we'll grab them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Okay, bye. Bye, safe.
We'll see you, buddy. Cody, when are you gonna get on camera?
In a second here, I guess. I'll get on camera.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just wondering, so it's my turn. Are you done with your story? That was a good story though, and that was fucking crazy because like they have movies, they have books, they have a bunch of fucking scientific knowledge that that shit's true. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
I want you to make
no crazy story. That was like scientific story, dude. That was awesome, actually.
Yeah, I want you to be on camera when you tell your story though, so I can wait a second if I need to.
I really don't want to be on camera, but I will. But
It would make it that much better.
I have a few stories. Like my stories were real, and some of them I wasn't really high in. But some of them I was super high in. You know.
Oh, mine was real. He saw me he saw me walking in the bathroom at Barnes and Nobles.
Mm-hmm.
But he said what happened in the Barnes and Noble bathroom was on me. But he said he can verify that I walked in and out of that bathroom.
But you told him that you broke the pipe and he pulled it out and it wasn't broken.
Yeah. Well, because he pulled it out of my backpack and it wasn't broken. And then the next day he pulled it out and it was broken.
Dude, that guy is like magical kind of too. So I never know.
Yeah. Really tall, really tall guy, like 6'4", 6'5".
A little bit heavier set.
No.
Not super heavy. Not skinny though. With longer hair. Kind of looks like a fucking barbarian. No?
Yeah, he could look like a barbarian. Yeah.
And he's really soft spoken. That's the main thing about him. He's like a really big guy and small, soft spoken.
Like his voice is really soft spoken, you mean?
Yeah. The way he talks and the way he presents
himself.
He's I'm not here to hurt you, man. I'm like, over here, let's just do this. You know, like he's like really easygoing, soft spoken.
Yeah, that's Leo.
Yeah.
That sounds like him, dude. That sounds exactly like him. Man.
I know two Leos on the street. The other Leo is really short, really long, black hair. He likes to play the guitar. You know.
I know the other Leo. Well, I used to work with the other Leo. We used to do landscaping together. Yeah, we used to do landscaping together, the two of us. This guy Zach Brown out of Ogden.
And he talked like a rocker, like yeah.
Leo, like oh yeah.
But did you know what about Leo? What about heroin Leo? Did you know heroin Leo? One that was always on the block, like doing heroin.
Leo Castleberry.
What?
Are you talking about the one that's like 6'5"?
No, he's like my height, and he's like a sign holder, a big time heroin user.
Well, the Leo that I knew was like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, I'm not talking about that Leo. Yeah, the Leo that I know is bigger than I am. I don't know how taller he is, but he's bigger than I am. And he's like my build if I was bigger. You know, he's not super skinny and he's not like overweight. And he's got like kind of like a fucking mullet or maybe like a long hair going on, you know, kind of like
yes, that's the Leo I'm talking about.
Yeah. I love him, dude. He'd always come find me. He'd come find me on his way back from whatever.
I loved him too till I found out he was taking money off the top of what we made for dope and picking up without me. I would have never thought he would have ever done that, but he did.
Maybe it wasn't the same Leo.
No, it was the same Leo because I would have never thought he would have done that to me, but he did. Yeah, it really threw me off because he He was such a soft-spoken guy, and I would have never thought he would do that to me.
And he was really kind-hearted. He didn't give me anything. Like, he would be on his way back from his whatever he was doing. And he'd come find me, give me everything in his pockets, dude. He'd buy like spice and like give me everything. Be like, I gotta go home. I'm like, okay, you know, like thank you, you know. Like,
yeah.
Did you know James?
Who?
Did you know James out there? Black James, like the kind of the big black guy. He was like big and muscular and older. He was older than us, like kind of like older, like maybe like 45, like, and he was like bodybuilder, like James.
I think so.
But he would never be down there all the time, except if his girlfriend kicked him out of his house or his wife. But he, like one time I was like, so like when I had my glasses and I was first down there, and like what happened with me coming down to the block was that I was getting too crazy with it. Like Murray, my ex-girlfriend, which I told you that we became sisters and brothers, right? That was that girl, Nick. And she was like, hey, Cubs, you need to fucking chill out. And like, if you want to keep doing drugs like you're doing, you can go down to the block and you can walk around naked if you want, you know? And I'm like, oh, okay, and I'll go down there. And I went down there and I got stuck. You know how people go down there? Like, I remember like this one guy come down there. He's like, I'm from Ogden and my grandma's out of town and I just came down here to get some drugs. I was like, you better come down here, get those drugs and get the fuck out. Like, and I was like persistent with him. I was like, is this your first time down here? He's like, yeah, man, show me where to get the drugs. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show you where to get the drugs. You got money? He's like, yeah, I got money right here. And I'm like, you need to get the drugs and get the fuck out, or you're gonna get stuck. And he's like, oh yeah, whatever. What? Like 3 months later, I seen him. I was like, hey, have you went home? He's like, no. I'm like, I told you, you know.
Yeah, dude. That place it had the capabilities of doing that to you, you know.
Yeah, to get you stuck.
And if you go down there,
like,
if you have money like that,
yeah, for real, like you get robbed too. Like, they won't rob you like straight up, like give me your money, fool. They'll get you high as fuck, and then fucking wait till you sleep, and then rob everything you got, and you'll wake up with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No ID, nothing, dude, nothing. You know.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Well, hey, let's get you on camera.
I need a haircut. I'm not looking the greatest. Okay, so like I have a few stories that are like crazy, you know.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I want to hear.
Them, like, some of my stories I'm like actually getting high. Mm-hmm. Some of my stories I'm like not getting high, and I'm like about to get high or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, before we start the story, I need to go take a shit. And
that's fine. I'll just edit this part out.
But I'm quick. I'm quick.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I know.
I fucking ate a bunch of rockfish. Did I show you what I ate? Can I put some pictures on here? I'll show you I'll show you later. I'll like I fucking cooked up this fucking shit last night, dude. You would have loved it. But like I really got into it. Yeah. But I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
No, you're fine, dude. You gotta go. You gotta go. And then when you come back on, I'm gonna do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 count, okay? So I know where to edit it. Good, I'm proud of you. You're doing the podcast, dude. What's that?
I really don't like podcasts as like right now, finance is really broke. So I can probably like a couple bit harder.
Did you watch the video with me and Daniel? Did you watch the video with me and Daniel on YouTube?
But why?
No, it was just a good video. Daniel and I interacting.
Well,
Daniel's outgoing. I'm outgoing. You know, it's a good video. We went for an hour and 45 minutes.
yeah. Well, yeah. Me and Daniel will talk for like 3 hours at a time.
Yeah, no, that's what he was telling me.
Every day, not just like once or a while. Every fucking day we'll do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
And
these stories never get old.
Well, it's not really like so what I don't like sometimes, because he'll like try to go off on some stories, you know? And so I'm like trying to get a subject going. So what I tried to do just recently was try to get a subject going about like the scary things that's happened out there that was kind of unexplainable. But what happens is like he likes to tell his stories, and his stories are repetitive. You know, like every story that he's told you, I've heard it like 5 times. But it's okay to do that. But at the same time, you want to go raw. You know what I mean? Like, don't.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like I and it kind of bugs me a little bit. But I'll tell him, but he don't really give a fuck. So, and I ain't gonna change him. So I accept him. But that's just a little bit of it because I want to go raw. Like if I'm going in a video, I'm not trying to like tell you a story that I've told 1,500 times that I have a problem with. You know, like really in my heart, like it's like that's something that. You know, I don't know. But anyways, like
I know, I hear you. I hear you.
But I want to get a subject going, you know, like I don't want it to be a therapy course, you know?
I don't want a therapy course.
Yeah, I don't either. That's what I'm saying.
That's not what we're here for.
Like,
we're here for our entertaining stories.
Yeah. But you kind of treat it like a therapy course, and like I understand when we're talking on the phone, we can do that, you know. But I'm going to tell you a story about. Let's see, which one should I tell you? You want to hear about aliens, or do you want to hear about like godly experience, or do you want to hear about something that straight scared the shit right out of me, or?
I want to hear them all.
Well, we'll start with the youngest one. Well, the oldest, youngest, right?
Okay.
So I used to knock doors for a living, and for GE General Electric, and I used to sell home security, and it was a pretty good job. It was one of my best jobs that I've had. My second best job that I've ever had. This is my first job I ever had.
Hey, Cody, is there a way you can turn more light on?
Yeah, I think so. A little bit better. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. I wish you could have some light from the front.
From the front right here. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
Here, let me see. Is that better?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was in Dallas, Texas, you know?
In Dallas?
And yeah, and I was living out there. Well, I went out there right after I had my first kid, but I was living out there for 3 years, you know? And I was selling home security. And I come from Utah. We don't need home security. Well, we didn't back then. Like, I like shit, you know what I mean? And so I went to Texas, and it was way more advanced than Utah was. Like,
like Dallas, hell yeah, Dallas,
yeah,
hell yeah. Dallas gets dark.
And so, like, I really started selling these home security systems because I believed in them. Like, I believed these guys needed them, And I was selling them, and like I was making the most money I ever had, and it was spring break, and I called my cousin, and I was like, I'm gonna come home, and he's like, I'm gonna pick you up at the airport, and I was like, cool, and I flew. And then, like, we're going over Roswell, New Mexico, and they're even saying, "You want to see aliens? Keep your eye out." Like, this is the 47 crash of Roswell or whatever, And I opened my shit for a second, and I closed it. And I was like, "Fuck it," And I fucking land, and I haven't got high for 6 months. I drank and I smoked weed, but I haven't got high or anything, like on drugs or anything like that. And I fly back in, and I fly in, and my cousin picks me up, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Oh, wow. Like, hey, and we're at the Salt Lake City airport, And he's like, "Get in." And he's in his dad's truck, and he's like, we're all driving. He's like, "Want to get high?" And I'm like, "I haven't got high for 6 months, but fuck yeah, I want to get high, And he's like, "All right." He's like, "I got to stop at my girlfriend's house. So I just got this girl." And I'm like, "All right." We stop at the girl's house, and I wish I could show you how it is. Like, but there's a street, and then there's a street, and I'm like parked on one of the corners, and then there's some tree. There's a house and a house and a house and a house, and there's some big trees behind this house, and I'm just kind of parked across the street, kitty corner from that house, and we're just kind of parked, and I'm like, "Danny, where are you, dude?" And I'm like looking towards the door, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, I just been on jet lag and all this shit, fucking all day doing this shit. Now I'm sitting here in a fucking box in a truck, I'm like, where are you?" And I'm like, "Fuck, Danny." This is my second time. And I'm like, "Where are you, man?" And I look towards the door, nothing. But when I look back, when I look back from the door the second time, because I seen these two big old trees over here, and when I look back, or the first time I looked at it, it looked like kind of like there was like a moon or something right there, and I didn't even really think about it. It looked like there was a moon right there, And then when I look back,
you're in alien country down there.
In Kearns.
Oh, you're in Kearns. Is that right? Yeah, sorry, go ahead. You there?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like when you were down in Vegas.
No, this was when I was young, dude. I was like 21, 22.
Okay. I got you.
This was before I did.
What's up?
I flew into fucking Salt Lake City for spring break, and I'm coming from Dallas, Texas, because I've been working out there for a year,
Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I fly into Salt Lake City, and my cousin picks me up, and he's like, "Hey, you want to get high?" And I was like, "I haven't got high for 6 months. Yeah, I want to get high." He's like, "Okay, I got to stop at my girlfriend's house real quick." And so we pull up to this place, and it's like a 4-way, but there's houses. It's in the middle of the neighborhood, right? So there's houses on each corner. But on this one house, there's 2 big, huge trees behind this house. And like when he went in, I was like, "Okay, he's going in," but I'm waiting like 15 minutes, and I'm like, "Danny, where the fuck are you, dude?" And I'm like looking towards the door, and I look back, and I notice there's a fucking like a moon, like kind of here's a tree, and here's the moon kind of behind it, like this, It looked like that, right? And then I'm like, wait, waiting. And then I fucking look towards the door again, like 10 minutes later, and I was like, "Dang, what the fuck, man?" And I look back, and there's two trees like this, and that moon was like over here, you know? And there's two trees, but like when I look back, that moon was like right in the middle of the two trees, like boom, right in the middle of my. And I immediately thought of the Kearns Rec Center, like the skating oval, because of all the lights they have over there. Remember?
Yeah.
I immediately thought of that, and that was behind me. That was like behind me, and I was like, no, it can't be that. And I was like, they must be having a party or something back there. And I was like, anyways, whatever. And I was like, fuck it. I was like, I don't know what that is. And I like looked down, and I'm sober, you know. I'm like, I don't have alcohol, no nothing in me. And I'm like, fuck, whatever. Like, I don't know what that is. Like, fuck it, you know, like. And I was like, put away in and spent like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. I'm like, Danny, where the fuck are you, dude? And I looked at the door, and my cousin came out. And I'm like, oh, there you are. And he's like coming in, he walked around the truck, and I'm like, oh, and he jumps in, and I'm like, hey, cuz. Oh, no, he jumped in, and I looked up, boom, because I remembered I seen that orb, you know, it's kind of weird, but I was like, I don't know what that is, you know? But I remember I looked up, and it was gone. And I'm like, and I turned at my cousin, and I was like, hey, Danny. I was like, I might be crazy right now. I'm probably crazy, but I seen something. Let's go over here. And he's like, okay. And I was like, right over behind those trees. And he's like, so down over here. And we pulled up right behind those trees, like where it would have been sitting. He's like, so you seen it between these two trees right here? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, so you seen it right here? And it went over and it went up? And I was like, I didn't say it went up. And then we looked up, and it was up there, dude. There's like 4 or 5. And it looked like they were going like, or maybe there was like 10 of them, dude. But like one of them was like, it was like going up like, and it would like drop like 4, and then it'd go up, and it would drop like 3, and then it would go up and like drop like 2, and then it had like the one at the top. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I had it all on video, and I was recording it. So when that shit happened, he's like, where's my phone? But I already had his phone. And I was recording it because his phone was the closest one, you know, and I grabbed it and I was recording it. And that very top one kind of looked like the Christmas tree. It started coming down, at us. It came down right back to like where it was and started going towards like Mount Olympus. You know where Mount Olympus is at, up 33rd? It was going up 33rd. It went straight up 33rd into the mountains right there.
Oh, Mount Olympus. Oh, yeah.
So, like, we're following it, like, out of Kearns. We're like, oh, follow it, because it's, like, really low. And it had, like, it looked like a ball of light, something in the middle of it, and a sphere out of it, like this. It looked like a sphere of light, like that. And so we were following it. And it was going, like, 40, 50 miles an hour, maybe, but it was in the air. But it was just going like mass amounts of speed, like going up and down, you know. But now it's just like kind of like cruising, and we follow it from like 40 or 48 and 54, pretty much. We followed it from there all the way down to like 33rd or whatever that is when it's by Bangor, you know.
Yeah.
And then we pulled up right there at Bangor, and I stopped, and I was like recording it, and I got out of the car and I pointed up in the air, and I was like pointing up in the air because all these cars are there, and dude, like fucking 4 or 5 cars got out and was like, what the fuck is that? And then we needed gas, and then you know that gas station, that Chevron, where you have to pull down that hill right there off the side of Bangor. Kind of by like the big piano place. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, we pull down there and there's the Mexican guy and he's talking on the phone. And I'm like, hey, amigo. I'm like, what's that right there? And he looked at that and he looked at me. And he looked at that and he looked at me and hung up his phone because it was like, we had flip phones back then, right? Like razors. And he had like a razor or something. He flipped it closed. And he picked it back up and he started speaking Spanish, like panicking, like, and he wouldn't ever look at me again. And then we finally got gas, and then we were about to pull out, and we almost ran over that Mexican guy for some reason. Like he was like right there, like, and we're like trying to get out, and then we catch up to it because it's only going like 30 or 40 miles an hour. It's not going really fast, you know? So we put a little bit of gas and we catch back up to it, and it goes up into the mountains right there where they cross like this, the mountains cross. And it's just a little ball of light with a little circle of light with like a sphere out of it like that, you know? And with something in the middle of it. But then it like goes there and it stops. Like we followed it and it stopped. Like right there at the mountains, it stopped, and that sphere went upside down like this. And then like little tinkles, like 3 or 4 tinkles, like copper tinkles fell out of it. And then I have it all on camera, right? I have this shit all on camera, and I'm coming back, and like over like where Willard Bay or the Great Salt Lake would be to the north, we're coming back down the way, and I'm like, oh fuck, what's that? And my cousin looks over to the right, and dude, it looks like diesels in the sky. And I'm like, what is that? And they get over us, and they're so far away, dude, and they get over us like that. And they're like triangle airplanes on the bottom like that, just like that, dude. And on the bottom of them, they say NSA. And I was like, NASA? Because I never heard of NSA back then, you know? But I looked up, I was like, NASA, NSA, what? I think that says NASA, you know? And like there are 4 of them, 4 triangle airplanes, and when they got above us, I couldn't hear shit. But they had big lights on them, but they were like, oh, and they all split up. And I had it all on camera, dude. And I fucking get home and I post it on YouTube. And they delete or they take the video off. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I post it again, and they take it off. And I post it again, and they took it off. And then they're like, give me some like warning. And then I posted it again, and they deleted my whole fucking account saying it was a terrorist account. Is that crazy?
No shit, dude.
Yeah. And I wasn't high. I didn't get high yet. You know what I mean?
I hadn't even gotten high yet. Didn't even make it that far yet. That's crazy, dude.
6 months clean.
I would at least waited for you to hit the bubble or something in that story. You know?
No. That's the crazy part. I have some where I was high as fuck, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the crazy part to say that scientific part that like it might be something there, you know?
Huh. Do you have your other story?
Dude, I have lots of stories. So I have another one.
Yeah, I want to hear the other one.
I have another one where I didn't do drugs for a week, and then I smoked some spice and it tripped out. You want to hear that one?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so like
I forgot. I forgot that you were in a spice.
Yeah. Well, here, let me tell you why I was in spice. So I used to be a really, really big meth user and kind of a really big heroin user, you know. But not as I was more meth, you know. And but then I was starting to get away from meth, and I was hanging out with heroin users, and I was starting to get sick, you know, because I was starting to use too much heroin, you know, and I was starting to get sick. And then I already dropped meth at the time because I started hanging out with the heroin, so I didn't really use meth. And I was thinking, like, I need to get off this shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting sick, and I don't have enough money to fucking pay for my drug habit, you know? It's not worth getting high and getting sick. And I was like thinking, and it gave me a fucking joint of spice, and I was sick. And it made me feel like I was okay. And then I started smoking that spice until I got off the heroin, and then I was on a spice habit, you know? And it really wasn't a habit, it was just something to do. Really. Like, I seen those people like, oh, I smoke spice, and then they throw up, and they don't have it. I'm like, here's a pussies. I never throw up, you know? It's just, I was bored, and I want some spice. But it was crazy, because, like, you do kind of get addicted to the quick high and the visuals and shit, or whatever the fuck happens to you when it happens. Talking to God, you know? But that's why I was a spice head, because then I was thinking, like, oh yeah, I used to shoot up and fucking shoot black and meth every day. Now I'm just smoking 2 or 3 joints a day. Like, that's how I thought, you know what I mean? But really, that spike was just as bad, dude. Like, just it fucked my mind up, you know?
Yeah, I get
But
that.
anyways, like I used to go like when I get too fucking spracked out or too scared or running from shit, I would go to the hospital and they would tell me, and I would tell them in their voices, and they would fucking put me in the unit, you know, for feed me good, and then I'd come out, you know. And so I just got back from one of those, and I just pull up, and I see my buddy Dave at First and right there at Starbucks, First and Main. And I jump off right there, and he has a stick in his hand, like a stick. And I come up to him, and I'm like, you got a new stick, huh? He's like, yeah, I got a stick. Where you been? And I'm like, all right. He's like, sit down, and he pulls out a bottle of spice, and it's full of like joints. He calls them sticks, you know. And I'm like, fuck, I was talking about your stick in your hand, dude. But all right, you want to go right off the fucking bat, right? Want to get off the train, let's do this. But I already knew, like, I was going to trip, bro. Like, something was going to happen crazy, you know? And that was me thinking before I was high. You know, I was like, I better sit down.
Yeah.
Or I was like, I already knew it was going to go crazy. And he's like, he lights us up, and it's a little fucker, dude. It's like, little, dude. Like, but anyways, he's like, you probably need to sit down, Augie. Because Augie, they used to call me Augie on the street. That was my name. Like, I didn't go by Cody for fucking 3 years, you know? But he's like, you better sit down. I'm like, all right, I'll sit down. And he lit it up and he gave me the hit. And I hit it. And I gave it back to him. And I fucking grabbed my pants because I'm sitting down now. And so I grabbed, like, my fucking pants, you know, like, by my knees. Because I knew it was getting crazy. And like shit started going crazy. It like started getting all blocky and shit. And then like a nose came up to me and smelled me. And I'm like, ooh, and all my hairs were standing up. And it was like a big ass like bull nose, you know? And I'm like, ooh. And then like I almost like I didn't run yet. And I was like, ooh. And I kind of like pulled myself back and I was holding my pants because I told myself when I smoked that I'm not gonna run. Because it's fake, I told myself, you know? I was like, if that shit's fake, I'm just tripping. I'm not going to run, you know? But, like, that almost made me, like run. But then I was like, all right, I'm good. But then something grabbed my shirt, dude. Like, grabbed my shirt and shook me up and down. And then I was like, ooh, and I turned to run. And I was like, I'm not going to run. And I came back and I grabbed my pants and did it. And then Dave started saying some weird ass shit, dude. Like,
oh man, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh man, with the long beard. With the long beard. Yeah, I saw him not long ago. It's City Creek up by the Starbucks.
Yeah.
I like Dave. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he was one of my best friends when I was homeless.
Yeah, he's a really good guy, man. He has his issues, you know, but we all did, you know. But he was a good dude. Yeah, I liked him a lot, man. He was always nice as could be to me. Whenever I see him, he always comes up, shakes my hand, and tells me how he's doing and this and that, you know. But he lost. Yeah, he is lost. He stands out in front of Starbucks and asks people for money right there at City Creek.
And he's done that 5 years, 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah, dude.
He was 5 in his age.
Yeah, dude. He's been down there, and I started going down there like 5 months ago, hanging out at City Creek, and he went down there about the same time I went down there.
Who?
Dave.
6 months ago?
No, it's 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, long time. Did you know he used to have his life together and a wife and everything?
He's got a wife now.
No, he used to have a wife, a kid, a fucking job. Like he used to be like
oh yeah, wow.
Kind of fun guy, but that works like industrial farmer.
Yeah.
Do you remember Josh? Josh Schneider.
I know that name. Why can't I put that? I can't put a face on that.
He always staying out with me and Dave too. Like me and Dave and him were like all tight.
Was he at Starbucks with Dave?
Yeah, that's where I used to reside. I didn't go off that block for fucking long time. That's where I used to sleep there. Like not across the street where like all those other people sleep. Not like on the like me and Dave, we fucking sleep together. Like, you know?
Yeah.
That's
That's crazy, man. That's crazy that you were good friends with him.
Yeah, ask him about me. My name's Hog.
No.
You know,
Yeah, well, I'll probably be down there this week. So
you don't like a lot of people, and when you say that, just
yeah. No, if I say Cody, he'll know exactly who I'm talking about.
You don't know Cody. I don't think about Cody.
Where's he made of?
Augie.
All right, so tell him that you do a podcast with Augie.
Well, you can tell him my real name too, but make sure that it's Augie that he knows that you're talking about.
Yeah, I will.
Because I know I went down there and gave him some money like recently, like maybe like 6 months ago.
Right down at Starbucks?
Yeah. No, he was actually on the side of the mall that time. I found him on the side of the city.
Mm-hmm.
But he does go. It's probably like 200 feet where he's at usually. You know, like.
Yeah.
But I did introduce myself as Cody. He knows who I am, but just make sure he knows it's talking.
Yeah,
I'll come see him. I'm gonna come see him like soon too, like 25th.
I'm gonna be in New Orleans on the 25th for a wedding. I wish you'd come in the weekend. I wish you'd come in the weekend before the weekend after, dude.
I just can't because I have to. Well, what I'm doing is taking my grandma down there because she wants to go down there and see them, and so I'm taking her down there, and I'm going to stay 2 days and take the bus back because she needs a car. She needs to get around where she's going, you know. And so, but I probably push it off, but I can't speed it up because my paydays. I have to kind of like budget a little bit. Well, especially since I had to fix that fucking car.
So you could push it off a weekend?
I probably could actually.
Do it, Dave. We'll go say hi. We'll go say hi to Dave.
Let me talk to your grandma. Next year.
Talk to grandma about it, and hopefully she'll be cool with it. If not, no big deal. But if she does, great.
Well, she'll probably be cool with it unless she already complies. You know.
Where does she live at?
What?
Where does she live?
She lives about 20 minutes that way, 20 minutes south of me. And then my work is 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes south, north. So my grandma's 20 minutes this way, and my work is 30 minutes that way.
Yeah.
I kind of live in the hills, so I can do both.
You live in the hills?
I live in the desert, like straight desert.
Is it warm?
Yes.
Yeah. You like it warm like that?
I'd rather have it warm than. Well, no, I don't really like it warmer, but I like it's more beneficial out here. It's definitely nicer. It's more parts of the year. It's really nice. You know, like I like a little bit cold, like springtime cold, but I don't like fucking walking through snow and driving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my car, if I lived in Salt Lake City, I'd be fucked because I drive that Mustang. So I'm rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like, and actually, like when I'm really hot, I lose weight too. So like I really like that. I can breathe better and everything. So like, yeah, it's got its benefits good.
Yeah. I hear you. So what's your next story?
What's my next what?
Your next story.
Oh, it's my next thing?
Your next story.
My next what?
Story.
Oh. Okay, so I got another one where I smoked spice again. And I was in there.
Oh no.
So like like when I smoked spice on the last story, I was like right next to Starbucks, like right outside the windows of Starbucks, right outside the window.
That's where they smoke down there.
Yeah, that's where I was. But this time I was straight across the street, sitting on that fucking planter right across the street. Exactly across the street.
By Zion's Bank. That's where me and Ashley used to hang out right there.
Not Zion's Bank. You know, like so.
The planter on the city
is east. Zion's Bank's east.
It's South Starbucks. East of Starbucks is east is the Wells Fargo Bank.
Oh, east is Wells Fargo Bank.
Yeah.
And then Kitty Corner is Zion's Bank, right?
No, because it's not, because the Zion's Bank is directly south. Because it's on the,
it is down there. It's farther down there though. It's on the next slide though. Zion's Bank is down there. It is south of it, but it's not directly across the street, but it's like on the next corner. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The big one with the big glass, you walk into it, but not right there. No,
it's
like directly, like here's Starbucks and here's a street, and then across the street there's a planter like for trees, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, right there, like right there. I was sitting right there, and I light up the joint. And my mom came to me, right. But you remember those old virtual reality games? And they used to be like in all red wires, and it was like, you know, it was like all like lined out with red lines, like it was old school one, you know. And that's how she looked. I could see her beautiful hair, you know, and I could tell that she was telling me, because my sister was deaf, but at the same time she had like a drug problem and 5 kids and another parent that didn't give a fuck. But like she told me, she's like, I took your sister away from you because she was hearing the message to pass along. And I don't think it was because she was deaf, but because she was ignoring it. And she took it. She took my sister away so she can give me the message directly. Is that weird? That's weird, huh? That's weird, right? And she was talking to me that's fucking weird. Because then what happened right after that, I got the message. Look where I'm at now, dude. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. You know? It's weird stuff. Like, I don't care if you're high or not. Maybe like drugs help you receive messages in a way. I'm not saying like drugs is the best to overuse and abuse and shit like that, but I feel like sometimes drugs can help you relay messages from other realms, or wherever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, and like, what would that message be if she didn't? Because if she didn't even tell it to me, like, I would just be doing this shit on my own. But since she told me that, like, I feel like she's talking to me, you know? You know,
No
like
shit.
I could,
no shit.
You know? Yeah. Yeah, so I just feel like it was meant to happen. Like, yeah, I was on drugs and I was doing that, but like there was also messages that needed to get to me that took critical damage. You know, like that took critical, like they were critical. So they might have damaged me, get to me a little bit, but they needed to get to me, or else, or else they wouldn't have been, and then would have been the end of whatever the fuck they were trying to do. You know, I don't know. You know, it's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
no, you're right. I get it. I get that shit.
Tell me another one.
What's that? Do you
No,
want
you
an
tell me
essay?
one.
I'm trying to think. Oh wait, I want to tell you the story of the Tesoro getting robbed and me and my dog being the lookout. But I told it on the other one with Daniel the other night, so I'll kind of give like an abbreviated story. Or fuck it, I'll just tell you real quick. It's a good story. All right, so
Yeah.
me and Ashley, we used to have this spot behind the Tesoro in this paint shop. It was in between buildings, like this little alleyway in Murray. It was on like 6900 South and State.
Well, that's where I used to live. That's weird. I know exactly.
Really? In Murray?
I used to live on Vine Street, Vine in Murray.
Yeah, well. But so anyway, so we used to go get high in there at night. We just hang out all night and just do our thing. You know, it just me, Ashley, and the dog. We just go throw a blanket down and just get high all night with the dog. The dog wouldn't get high, but you know what I mean.
Hopefully not.
No,
You're all so charged up the dog's butt.
Yeah. She my dog Brownie, dude. See, you would identify me by my dog. Everybody identified me by that dog at the block.
I remember Brownie, but somebody was. Oh. Okay, so who's that guy that used to sell spice that took Brownie for a while? Because I remember he'd sit in front of City Creek Mall, and he had Brownie with him. But it wasn't his dog, it was a friend's dog, I remember. And he would fucking rake in the cash, but he was a heroin addict, big time. He stayed at the fishing pole. Remember?
The fish.
Yeah, the fish bowl. You remember the fish bowl?
Where was the fish bowl? Out on State Street?
It was right across the street from the fucking library, kind of, right across the street from 7-Eleven.
Oh, yeah, right there. I didn't know anybody from there. What about it, though?
And he was a tall guy, really tall with a big nose.
You there? You there? Cody?
There.
All right. I see Daniel back here. I was about to tell him the story about the Tesoro gas station real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to tell you real quick. I'm going to give you an abbreviated version, Cody. And so Ashley and I were back there getting high one night. At about 3 a.m, a car pulls up with its headlights flashing into the alleyway through the fence. And Ashley and I were like, fuck, that's great. The cops are fucking here. But it turned out it was this black Audi. And this black Audi, these dudes got out of the car, and at this point we could see that it was a black Audi, and these two dudes, dude, they were straight Italian. They both had their fucking black Italian leather jackets on and everything. Like they look like they're ready to do a fucking job. And so they come back there and they say, "Hey guys, what are you guys doing?" And Ashley goes,
so good.
Well, yeah, Ashley goes, "We're just up to no good." And then Ashley asked this guy, "So what are you up to?" And he goes, "Up to no good." Yeah. And so And so,
and they're like, "You're lucky that we're not here for you."
And so
Sorry.
they said, well, we have an opportunity if you want to make some money. And I said, well, how about me and my dog go watch out for what you're doing on State Street, and we'll yell if we see, because on State Street there you can see it go all the way down to the hospital. You can see it go all the way down to 7200. So you can see it very far in both directions. And so I told him, that's what I was going to do with my dog. I act like I was walking my dog. And so I'm walking my dog, and literally, dude, I hear pretty close by. Well, take it back. I heard pretty close by. I heard the glass shatter on the front of the Tesoro, and dude, it couldn't have been. It felt like seconds where they shattered that glass and were out there breezing by me in their car, and they literally, and they threw me. I would say they threw over $400 at me, but just some of it went in the drain because it was windy, and so I only got I only got 300 of it. But I don't know how much was ever in there though. It could have been 1,000. I don't know, because they drove by me like they were gonna fuck me, and they got to the stop sign and slammed their brakes. Yeah, and then they peeled out going backwards, pulled up to the car, pulled up next to me and Brownie, and then they threw the money out the car at me. And so yeah, we got a nice little hookup, for doing nothing worth of work.
You're lucky you didn't get blamed.
Oh, I made sure it wasn't. I just walked by. I didn't get blamed because I wasn't at the Soro. Like, we went and sat down. Ash and I went and sat down by the hill, by the car wash. The supersonic car wash.
Yeah.
There's a hill. There's a hill that runs right along the road. Yeah. And we went.
There's a cemetery right there.
Are you talking about like where the tracks were?
Golf course.
No tracks.
There's a golf course there.
No, not this one. No.
Wait.
But anyway,
that's just sort of right by the Guard Sports Castle.
It was on 6900.
What's south? Go ahead,
6900 South and State.
Oh,
okay.
Daniel, we went through this the other night. It's 6900 South and State.
Yeah, Duff. I know, dude. I know all this.
Yeah, but I forgot what the coordinates were.
Yeah. 6900 South and State, and then the Tesoro is right down. I mean, the hill for the supersonic car wash is 2 blocks down the road towards the mall.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
That's like way up there. It's way up by like the fuck Cottonwood Mall.
No, that's fashion. That's Fashion Place Mall.
Oh yeah.
Fashion Place.
Yeah. And so we went and sat on that hill, listening.
You're by
to that.
Murray Park.
No. Murray Park's at 53rd. I'm at 69.
Oh,
I'm just saying up by you're close to like Murray Park.
No,
not
he's far away.
No, I was 18 blocks away from Murray Park.
Like Vine Street.
No, he's way up by the freeway where you get on. You know where Sammy works? Right where Sammy used to work up there?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. I know. I was just got you. That's cool.
Yeah. So anyway, we sat on that hill for literally. Yeah. So Cody, we sat on that hill for listening to that alarm go off for at least 15 to 20 minutes before a cop even pulled in that parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because you're so excited?
Because at this point, it was like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, this year they must have been doing shift change because it took them fucking forever to get there.
Dude, there's some places in Texas where I was knocking doors and there was a drive-by, like recently a drive-by, and I was knocking doors and the cops haven't been there for like 2.5 hours and somebody was shot up inside the house, but they were so scared to come into that neighborhood because of the gang violence.
Yeah, I believe that. I heard there's a lot of stuff like that in Texas.
Yeah,
it was like that. And I was walking through that hood just knocking doors.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to crazy white boy.
They're like, you want to get robbed? He's like, yeah.
But Cody, the moral of the story was it took 15 to 20 minutes for one cop car to even just get on that property. And so we listened to that alarm ring from 2 blocks away for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it was probably like I used to work home security, and as long if you don't have a verified security, like if there's nobody there, they don't have to fucking respond. Like it doesn't have to be on the top of the report to respond to it. But if it's verified, like there's a voice there, and they're like, "I need help," and just got robbed. That's like at the top of their priority. You'll get it there real quick. But like if there's not, and it's not confirmed, then they can take their time on it.
Well, I found out it was an inside job later on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it was.
It kind of almost sounded like it was like either like family or like business partners.
Yeah. What it was a guy that works there, and he was best friends with the guy who drove the Audi.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't deposit the money out of the safe, and he left the thing open. Like that's why they were in and out like literally less than 15 seconds. It felt like because they left the damn safe unlocked.
He probably just stacked his. He probably just didn't do a drop. He just stacked.
Yeah. That's probably.
Those safes take like 45 minutes to get into. They have timer locked. So yeah,
okay.
It takes a while.
Yeah. So
just
yeah.
For that reason.
So yeah, and then we saw the same guys. I woke up to glass being smashed at the cricket store about 2 weeks later. And I look up to it being smashed at the cricket store, and I look up and I see a black Audi, but those two guys were in the car, and their black friend was breaking into cricket.
Yeah, inside job again.
Yeah, and so he goes and runs up to the car. He stole the display phones like an idiot. He freaked out under pressure. He stole the display phones like an idiot. Those phones don't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Like these days, if you go fucking steal any kind of iPhone, they have GPS trackers on them. They haven't been set up. I mean, they're like that's just.
I had a black friend that they actually did steal from a store like that, is what you're saying. And I wonder was his name Midnight? Was he driving a Cadillac?
No, he was riding in the black Audi. His friend, the two Italian guys.
Okay.
But yeah, man.
Like, what's his name? Midnight. I know him.
Because I remember back in the day, like he was like, my buddy's just fucking robbed the fuck out of himself at the store. And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore these days. Like back in the day, you can get away with it, but like these days, it's so fucking hard to get away with shit like that.
Yeah, man, it's hard as fuck. But this guy, I'd seen this black guy before, but I'd seen him in the parking lot. I'd seen him sitting in the Papa John's store, just overlooking in the cricket store, like yeah, full disguise. But But yeah, but the Cricket Store, the display phones, that's a black screen on those.
Yeah.
But so you're pretty much just robbing the shell of a phone. So he got in.
It's just like a demo mode.
Yeah, exactly. And so he pretty much stole a bunch of demo phones. And so he goes up to the car and he starts banging on the car door, like, let me in, because they locked him out. And the Italian guys would say, not till you get the correct phones, because they knew he got the display ones because they watched him take it.
So
he freaked out.
Rookie move.
What's that?
Rookie move.
They should have just let the two Italian guys do the job. Those guys knew what they were doing.
Yeah, but that's why they had him do it, because they paid him.
Yeah.
They paid him like $100 to go and smash and grab, and they were going to make thousands.
Yeah.
They didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like those people that used to come around and be like, hey, let me use your name to get fucking 5 iPhones and I'll give you 120 or $300. I'll give you $300 for 5 iPhones. And I'll use your name.
Yeah.
Cody.
Or it's like, hey, go catch these checks. Go catch all these checks. We'll give you fucking.
Yeah.
We'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Go catch this $6,000 check. And we'll give you $1,000 or something shit. Some shit like that. Nope.
Nope. The guy didn't get shit. And then so Murray PD shows up and wants a statement from me and Ashley. And we're not giving you a statement. And Ashley's like, we didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. And
I didn't see nothing.
And then they tell us, like, well, just so you guys knew, there's the same 2 guys that have robbed the same people 2 or 3 other times, and they were more than likely the guys that robbed Tesoro. And I wanted to be like, well, yes, it is the guys that robbed Tesoro, but I wasn't going to tell them that.
No, because you'd be fucking like, no.
Yeah.
Not only accomplice, but then you'd have to give like your info. You'd have to go downtown. You'd have to give a statement. And
yeah, I would do it.
Show up. You have to show up in court and fucking like, are these the people? Or like it'd be a bunch of other shit. So yeah, it's better just to say, I ain't seen shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, even though like I do know, I don't like I ain't seen shit, and they can't prove that you know something. So it's like I ain't seen shit.
Well, the only reason they knew that me and Ashley knew something is because after the break-in, when they pulled out, Ashley and the dog got nearly hit by 4 Murray PD cars flying up State Street to go and catch these guys.
Yeah.
Because the Cricket alarm went off in time. But the Tesoro alarm, that shit wasn't on like any kind of like timer or anything. For the Cricket alarm, obviously it had a home security system set up the right way. But
no, the safe is not on timer. Like that safe, it takes like 45 minutes to open the safe.
So you think he never even put it in the safe?
It just depends on the safe. It could be a time lock safe. A time lock safe only opens every 24 hours. So
yeah.
It just depends on the safe.
Yeah, good point.
And how strong it is. I mean, like, it could just be like, I mean, like any kind of house safe. I mean, you can break into that easy if you really fucking wanted to.
No,
I mean,
they had one of the big drop safes where you have like the quarters in, you have the you have the 5s, you have the 10s, you have the 20s.
Those are like so those are time. Oh my god, my other daughter's texting me. She probably wants a ride. Hold on.
Cody, are you gonna get on?
Huh? Just answer it, dude. Don't need to
I
explain
did. I tried to, but it wouldn't let me. Oh, of course I want to answer. It's my fucking daughter. I was trying to, but it put me right back here.
What were we just talking about?
No, I was nothing. I was just saying excuse me because my daughter was calling. Hey, did they already leave? Kayla's off. Kayla was. Hey, call Kayla.
Doesn't interrupt the call.
I thought you drove him somewhere.
Yeah, I thought you were already going.
Did you drive him?
No,
somewhere?
that was my other daughter. I went and.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry, I got a lot of daughters.
No, I know you got 3 of them.
And a lot of them,
like, all I was saying is like when it doesn't interrupt us, you don't need to say excuse me. Like we can just keep talking.
Well, I was just saying that it doesn't matter. I can say that. I was just saying, excuse me, I gotta take this call. But anyways, yeah, we're good. Kyle's gonna call her.
No, you're good. You're good.
He can go pick her up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we just lost everything that we were talking about. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what you talking about.
So yeah, that was a Tesoro story.
Yeah.
The Tesoro and the cricket story. But I was bummed out because he didn't ask me to do to be the lookout on the cricket story. No wonder it went wrong. It wasn't the fucking lookout, me and Brownie. Cody, tell your next story. Let's get you back on camera too.
I'm eating.
You can do it on camera.
Yeah, a few different stories. Let's see.
Did you get hold of her? Yeah. You're gonna go pick her up? Dre. Oh, Dre's gonna go pick her up? Okay. Yeah. All right, good deal. Okay. My middle daughter's gonna go swoop her up. Samantha's gonna go pick Carly or pick Kayla up.
Yeah.
So I'm on till the break of dawn.
You're on, buddy.
Yes, sir.
You're fucking on, dude.
You know, fucking
You're up. Hey,
Rough Roads.
You're up, dude.
Rough Roads, baby. That's what it's all about. Rough Roads.
Rough Roads, man. I mean, like,
it's about getting through. Hey guys, some are
rockier than fucking others, but you know we've all been down them, and it really all depends on what we learn as we're going down those rocky roads or rough roads.
And guys, check us out. Check us out on Twitter at rough_roads. Rough_roads. That's at Twitter. And then shoot it if you want to text any comments or questions to us. We'll read them on air. Text to 801-215-9682. 801-215-9682. And then, or you can, if you want to send any questions or comments to our email, you can do that at Rough Rhodes, RHODES podcast, Rough Rhodes podcast, and that's at gmail.com. Rough Rhodes. Good.
And it's RODES.
I just said that.
Okay, good. Sorry.
Yeah,
and then maybe just
RHO.
RHO. Yeah, sorry, Cody. I totally mispronounced it.
No, it's fine. I spelled it. I spelled it right. I spelled it the right way. RHODES. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that was my bad. But maybe just like a comment that we can talk about, and if you want to talk, I mean about something that's comment about what we should talk about. we got lots to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about anything. We'll talk about anything. I mean, that's the beauty of this show. We talk about anything. You know, we're not limited to one thing. You know, we're willing to, as long as it entertains people, we're going to talk about it. You know.
Yeah,
So,
and I think that's a good thing too. Is just like to get other people involved and like
absolutely
give them, say, hey, put a comment out. This is a topic that we should talk about, and then I mean, like if any one of us or even them wants to get into the call, I mean, like I think that's something that we all should, explore and talk about. Sure.
Yeah, if you want to get in on our call, just send me an email. That's rough ROUGH Rhodes 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 podcast, rough roads podcast at gmail.com. Shoot us an email, and then if you want, I'll send you a link, and we'll open you up with open arms. Welcome.
ROUGHSES.
So, yeah, then send it.
Cody,
you can send
Cody,
us.
come back from behind the curtain.
I know. There he is.
Whoa! It looked like there was a curtain in front of you. That was cool. That was cool as hell. It's like who's the man behind the curtain?
Yeah, who is that man behind the curtain? It's called Code Red Rhodes.
He's the Red Hulk, bud.
Yeah, man, he's got the Red Hulk going on tonight.
And I'm the spaceman.
Keith
is the blurred.
I'm the blurry minded guy,
Yeah, we
I'm the space cowboy.
Oh, you the blurred. The blurred.
Yeah, the blurred. Yep, that's it. You got that right, buddy. Got that damn right. Hey, did any of you guys watch the podcast with Ashley and her mom? I would recommend watching
How do we watch out?
What's that?
How do we watch out?
It's on our YouTube page.
Oh, I don't know yet.
Yeah, of course we're on YouTube. That's our number one page. It's just Rough Roads Podcast. Search for it on YouTube, and then it's video. There's 4 videos on there so far. It's the number one video. The first one that we ever recorded, it was with Ashley and her mom.
It tastes like stale popcorn.
I'll look it up right now.
You'll look what up, the podcast?
Yeah, on my Xbox.
Damn.
And then subscribe to it when you see it.
Okay.
And like it. Subscribe and like.
Yeah, like and subscribe it. Yeah, like.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down.
Hey, meet my cat. Look at him. Look how beefy he is. Such a beef cheek.
Hi, Mousy. Hey, Mousy. Yeah. Hey, Bandito. Magneto.
Get down. There ain't nothing up there for you. Living expenses are crazy right now. What are you trying to put up there? I can't see.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, you got to put it more to. I can only see like half your face. It's all blurred out. Oh, there we go.
You can see that?
No, not really.
I gotta put it right in front of me.
Yeah, but we can always only see half of your face.
I know, but on video it'll show.
He's like,
up.
I know.
No, I'm saying on the video it'll show up though.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, it will.
Oh,
because it's cut off for a reason on here, so we can fit all the our platforms in each box. But when it goes up onto YouTube, it shows all three of our boxes because it shows us individually. Like when you talk, Daniel, your screen is fully 100%.
yeah.
So,
yeah, I see little green like it because like yours, like when you talk, it's green. When Cody's talks, it's green. When I talk, it's green.
Yeah, it's green. Yeah, that's what.
And excuse us because we're just now learning. Like I'm old school as fuck, but I don't know shit about the internet. So
we're recording again. Oh my god, we're on
No, it's cool. I mean, this is please like and subscribe to our page. Like and subscribe to our page on YouTube, Rough Rhodes Podcast.
Hit that bell.
Rough Rhodes Podcast that's Rough Road Podcast. And that's for YouTube. Rough Rhodes Podcast. RHODES podcast.
How do I like and subscribe?
There should be a bell and a thumbs up thing.
Just hit the bell. You guys know what to do.
Hit the bell. For someone not knowing shit, Daniel.
Get off that video. Cody, get off that video. It's playing feedback.
Yeah, but I know how to hit the bell. I know how to hit the thumbs up. I know how to hit the notifications.
Cody, pause that screen.
No. I just turned.
He's like, no.
Just pause it.
I don't see no bell though.
Here, I'll tell you right now what it says. Hold on, I'll tell you.
I can mic it.
Yeah.
I'm floating out of space.
I'll tell you right now.
Save me.
Rough.
Channel, go to channel. Oh, I see it. Go back.
Oh yeah. Okay, just go to type in Rough Rhodes. Just type in Rough Rhodes, not Rough Rhodes Podcast. Just type in Rough Rhodes.
Why? I'm here.
Because if you click on Rough Rhodes, it'll show you where to oh no. You click on Rough Rhodes. Look, it should be.
I subscribed.
Oh, you did. You told me you hadn't subscribed.
I already did.
Oh, cool. Yeah, just go back later and watch the one with Ashley's mom.
Look at Daniel here on that fucking in Keith, dude. You guys are movie stars, bud. Damn.
What's that?
You guys are movie stars.
Well, you're gonna be a movie star too.
What do you mean he's gonna be a movie star, man? He is a movie star. He's the last action hero. He's the last action hero.
Yeah, they make movies about me.
Yep.
I'm not a movie star though.
Yeah, right. Maybe to some people you are though.
Yeah, maybe. Like you.
You're a fucking superhero.
Okay, Cody.
Okay, you are, bro.
Cody, do you like the thumbnail I'll put with the logo on it?
Do I like the thumbnail with what?
On the outs when you're outside of jumping into the video, you see the thumbnail on the description. Like you see the thumbnail that you would click on for the video.
Yeah, I see it.
Rough Rhodes Podcast. You like that?
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I
doesn't
like
it?
that.
Yeah.
It looks really. That's actually really good. Good job. That looks good.
I'm really good. I'm really good at making art, making those logos and stuff. That's one thing. I'm a really good digital marketer. So
yeah.
And you made that like, is that your handwriting? Is that your handwriting, like digital handwriting, or what?
No.
You just so it's a font. Yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. I thought that was your handwriting, and then like you build a font for the Rhodes, but like I thought that
I have six different signature fonts.
Yeah.
And so that's just was one of the 6.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then, hey, I mean, anybody that needs help setting up a podcast, Keith could probably help you with that too.
Yeah, $100.
$100. All right.
$100 an hour.
Yeah, because you got to make a little bit of money. That's cool. I mean, anybody that wants to donate, I mean, Keith can set you up with a platform.
$100 an hour. Is that what you said?
Yeah, $100 an hour.
Keith's like, I'll take that back. Yep, $100 an hour.
No, I'm serious. $100 an hour.
Yeah, serious. Yeah.
I'm dead serious. It took me a long time to use the software and stuff. I didn't just get this overnight. Like it took me a lot of playing with it and stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I was telling Cody is like, that's the only thing that I don't know. Like, I mean, like working the internet, working like, the software is hard. That's hard work. To being able to know how to edit and how to like take a video, cut it down, and like edit it. It's hard. That's hard stuff. I mean, it's something that I would like to learn, and I mean, you just have to have the right software and the know-how. Really, you got to play around with it, but it takes years.
I've had this for a good 2 years.
You know what it takes in the first place before years? It takes you trying it. Try it. Like you gotta push yourself.
Showing up.
Try it.
Showing up.
And I think that you would be good at it. I know you just don't want to try it.
No, it's not that I don't want to try. It's just that it's just the reason why I don't really go online is because when you you create a post, and then let's say that a lot of people reply to the post, and then you got to go back on and reply to each individual person, because
Jesus, don't break your back.
But like,
don't wear your soul out.
But you do, like when somebody like replies, you need to go back and reply to that, and then
you don't. What are you talking about? You don't have to do all that.
He's making it worse.
It's just I know. Cody's right. I am making it bigger than it is, but like that's how I feel, guys. Okay, I feel like this is how I'm just going on.
Like anything that you fear, you're gonna fear. You're fearing it for a reason. You know what I mean? You just have to face your fears, so that fear or that feeling turns into something else. Like you have to like.
I'm just talking about posting, Cody. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like in life. I'm just talking about posting. That's why I don't like posting stuff. It's because it's not a fear. It's just like I don't go online. I don't spend all my. I don't feel like I would like be like going online and then like so I post something and then they're like, oh yeah, hey, this, that, they send me something.
The only reason that you feel that way is because you haven't done it. You don't know. You're making all this shit up in your head. It's like Sterling.
You're not listening to me, but yeah, right.
You're
right. I mean, like, like a lot of
it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. Like I haven't said nothing.
Just ignore. I know I could just ignore you. I could just ignore people, right? I could post something.
You don't need to get on there and be social.
You're right. I could ignore them. They could post something, or I could post something. They could comment, and then I could just totally ghost them. But then, like, if I'm trying to create something, wouldn't I want to go and comment back?
Well, you'd say private message me. You know, you wouldn't comment on the fucking page where everybody could see it. Just
no. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like,
other than that, like
if somebody commented,
who is somebody?
Just anybody, any person that comments.
You private message you, and then you say, "Hey, what's up? What do you need?"
No, that's not what I. But then that takes time, and then they comment back, and then I got to comment back, and they comment back, and I got to comment back.
So you
You're not understanding what I'm.
Video call right now.
That's not your job. Like I do that. So you don't have to do it.
No. I know that, but what I'm.
Do you wipe your butt?
What I'm trying to say, guys. What I'm trying to say is, okay. That is a lot of work, and I'm giving credit to you. That's that's the whole thing.
I'm change the subject, you know, because it's no work at all. You know, a fifth grader could do it. So, but anyways,
but it takes a lot of time. It takes hours and hours out of the day.
No, it don't. It takes minutes out of
the
hours.
Especially if you have like 500. Let's just say hypothetically, if we were like big, we had like 1 million subscribers. Could you imagine?
No, Cody, we wouldn't have to do it.
Listen, what I'm trying to say. If we had hypothetically 1 million subscribers, and half of them text Keith or texted us, somebody has to look at those. Somebody has to message.
Like this. If we had 1 million subscribers, we have Google Docs, and somebody would.
Well, I'm just saying that's not what I'm fucking saying, dude. All I'm saying, it takes a lot of work.
Well, you wouldn't have to ever do that work. Yeah, Daniel,
no, it doesn't matter, Keith. I know that. That's not what I'm saying. God,
hey, calm down. You know what I mean? Like, just change the subject.
I'm trying to give you credit because it takes a lot of work to handle stuff like that.
It doesn't, bro. It takes like maybe it might if you're getting blown that fuck up, like you got a lot of people that want your help.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There you go. Now you're with me. Now you're with
what I'm saying.
Now,
that maybe like out of all the hours of the day, if you're getting blown, it might add 45 minutes. You know, but that's like minutes out of the day as you going like, oh yeah, yes, no, or no. Okay, actress, or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like fucking easy peasy, you know what I mean? Like a fifth grader can do it seriously. You know, I'm not exaggerating. You know, like seriously, bro. Just saying. It's not hard work.
It takes a team. It takes a whole team. Look at the people that actually do have 2 million subscribers. It takes a whole team. It takes a whole team 24 hours a day to keep up with the text.
Dude, it takes a fucking business, 10 people to run it. Of course, but we're not.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. So let's just agree to this. Let's just.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're right. I think Cody's right. Let's just like skip this.
I think he's right too.
I love you. I fucking love you. That's all I gotta say.
What Keith does, and he edits that shit. That takes a little bit of and like a little bit of dedication and that shit. And it is rough to do that, especially like you know what I mean. And learn it throughout all those years. That's rough, you know. But just getting on and posting like, hey, I got work here, and like and replying to the people that are like, hey, I want your work. That's nothing at all. You know, nothing. That's nothing, you know.
Okay.
Cody, are you gonna show your face, or are you gonna be behind the curtain? You gotta come out one of these days, Cody.
I like how he has that curtain. He's like he like reveals himself. Like, zoop, zoop.
Yeah, there he is.
So quick too. Like, can I see you? Yeah, you can see me.
No, he's like, no, not anymore. Yeah, there I am.
So guys.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got hold on, you said sorry, I'm just looking at a couple of things. All right, so Cody, I want to hear your other story, man.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I was gonna.
Daniel, I want to hear something crazy that Daniel, like, it was something crazy that happened to Daniel that was like out of this world, you know?
All right.
Yeah, I want to hear a crazy story. Yeah.
Okay, so.
Ooh, let's make it dark. It's scary story time.
I was 16 years old.
Hold on, Cody, get out of the curtain.
No. Time, dude. It's scary story time. It's Daniel's time to shine, and I want to hear his fucking story.
I'm not shining.
No, yeah, you are. No, it's your time. It's like I want to hear your fucking story. Yeah, because we told some stories. You have to go back to them, but I've told you maybe.
Well, we got to go back to 1995.
All right, let's do it.
We got to go back a long ways, bud.
Yeah, it's fine, bud.
And well, me and my buddy Derek, we knew his dad owned his own business. He keeps a stash of money in his truck, and Derek told me that's where he keeps his money.
Hell yeah! Look at this is going.
In a suit, like in a briefcase. And I'm gonna try to like speed this up really quick. So
don't do.
So I mean, this is how. Listen. We had this idea that we were going to go bust.
Oh, what was that?
Huh? What's Cody saying?
He's all for that.
Oh, and so we were just like, know that he had money in his truck, and we were teenage boys, and we wanted it. And fuck, man, we went there from my house, which is like, I don't know, 20 minutes away, something like that, way out in the fucking country. And we couldn't get into his truck. And we drove back to my house, and we were fucking like high off our minds. And we were like, I was like, Cody, or it's not Cody, sorry, Derek. I was like, Derek, we need to go back, and all we got to do is throw a wrench through the passenger window. We can get into the truck. We're like, okay. So like we built up the balls to go back, and I threw a wrench hard as I can through the passenger.
We lost Cody. Cody jumped off, by the way.
Oh.
But anyway, I want to hear your story, so keep going.
Anyways, so this was like the point of no return. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when we went back, I threw a freaking pipe wrench through the truck. We got into the truck. We got the briefcase. And being dumbass kids, what we're doing as we're looking for the money, we're throwing out papers the whole freaking way. Like anything that wasn't cash, we were just throwing it out the window. the whole way back to my house. And we had $3,500, which was a lot of money for 2 kids. We knew what we did. We knew that we fucked up, and we knew that we had to leave town. Like I said, I was 16 years old. At the time, I was just able to drive. I called my girlfriend up, high school girlfriend, and said, hey, let's leave. She's like, what? I was like, let's leave. I went and picked her up. Her and her little white fluffy fucking dog. I think the dog's name was like Snowball or fucking Snowflake or fucking something like that. I don't know. So now it's me, my girlfriend, and my best friend on a road trip to Key West. Okay, so I lived in Plant City, Florida, small little hick town.
Outside Tampa.
Right outside of Tampa.
I lived in Tampa for a minute.
Right outside of Tampa.
Yep.
And
nice city.
Yep. No, nasty city. That fucking city's fucking. That's one of the top dirtiest cities around. Let's get Cody back on before I finish this.
I just messaged him. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna call him real quick. All right.
Yeah, call him. I'm not gonna finish the story without Cody.
Yeah, I know.
I think I've already told him this story anyways, but he probably flipped off anyways.
Hey, sorry, my phone died.
Are you back on? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You hear?
Phone died.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Can you get some
I was like,
water?
I don't want to finish the story without. I mean, I'm not even. I was like, I don't even want to freaking start the story.
I want to hear it.
Hey, Cody, but haven't I told you this story about me, my girlfriend, and Derek fucking stealing the money and fleeing to Key West? I told you this before. Yeah. So that's pretty much the story, but I'll tell it to Keith. But
Has anything like paranormal ever happened to you?
Cody, turn your light on. I can't even see you.
Oh, you want to see me?
Yes, leave it at that.
Hold on, I can't see that.
Just like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. All right, Daniel, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, so pretty much we got the balls to go back to his house, my friend's dad's house, bust out his window, get the briefcase, and we were throwing all the paperwork.
You told me that was your dad's. You told me it was your dad's briefcase, I thought.
No, my friend's dad.
Oh, your friend's dad. Okay. I remember this now.
And we're like, so okay, so long story short, we had $3,500. Okay. And like at this time, we're throwing all the paperwork out as we're going back to my dad's house. Yeah. Once I get there, my girlfriend lived like 5 houses down around the block, like a mile away around the corner and shit, right? And I went and picked her up. And then we took the 8-hour drive to Key West, Florida. And which was an amazing, crazy trip.
It's a beautiful drive too.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got pulled over by the cops. We had a pipe. They
Uh-huh.
made us throw the pipe away. I had a $365 speeding ticket.
They wouldn't have thrown it away with me there.
Huh?
They wouldn't have thrown it away if I was there. They let me keep it.
I mean, this was like back in the 90s. No, they made us. They made us.
Oh, for sure back then, dude.
I know.
They made us fucking toss.
I'm kidding. I know. I'm kidding.
They made us toss the freaking pipe.
I was just kidding based off of my story.
No, if you were there, they would have arrested you probably.
He don't take that personal, but
I didn't take it personal. I don't care.
Not you.
No, he's talking about me.
Yeah.
He's all getting upset. Like, fuck it, that. Hey, so Daniel,
yeah.
I want to know if you have any like paranormal stories, like weird shit that happened to you, maybe like ghosts, maybe, or some weird shit that some people were doing.
Nothing like the green.
Oh,
nothing like the green. Nothing like the green orb that came and visited you. No, nothing like that.
What green orb?
Oh,
you're trying. Oh, I see what you were trying to do. You were trying to diss me or something.
No, I was trying to bring it.
No, that was straight.
Why would I ever try to diss?
Like you were trying to.
Cody, why would I ever diss you?
I'm just saying, like I'm surprised.
No, why would I ever try to diss you? I was trying to give you an opening.
Oh
my God, dude. Really? Well, I mean, if that's how you felt, then that's how you felt, but that's not what it was.
Well, you're the one overreacting. So I was just saying,
Oh, I was overreacting? Okay.
You still are.
Okay. Okay.
But anyways, like that probably put a damper on this, Like,
no,
this was it wasn't like stories like, hey, tell a story. It was like, hey, tell a fucking story that like is kind of like paranormally that happened to you that like to tell something that is something
I don't
else
have
out
anything
there.
like that.
And then I tell you, and you're like,
no,
I
said I don't have anything like that, but
and then you bring it up like, oh, not like you. It's like just keep to yourself. I'm gonna go to bed though. Take a shower, you guys. Good night. Love you guys.
See ya.
Okay.
It's all right. No big deal. I want to hear the rest of the story.
It's a good thing that there's editing, right? I guess.
Yeah, we don't need to edit that, but I want to hear about the rest of the story.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can. So anyways, so I just took off. We just got the money. And like I said, we're throwing all the paperwork, everything out the fucking window as we're fucking driving. Okay. And I call my girlfriend. I finally get her to agree to come with me to Key West with my friend. And we have an 8-hour fucking drive. Now, being kids driving, we're fucking like hauling fucking ass, and we get pulled over. And we have a pipe with some weed on us. I get a $365 speeding ticket. The cop makes me throw my pipe away, and then we are good to go, like on our way to Key West. I think this was like it was Deer Key. You can look it up, Deer Key. I know it was Deer Key. We were actually in the Keys. We got pulled over in Deer Key. But anyway, so once we make it to Key West, because that's where my mom was. So my dad lived in Plant City, Tampa. My mom lived in Key West, which is that tiny little speck of a dot that's way down on the boot of Florida.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so once we get there, I have to tell my mom something. Like, she's like, "Why are you here?" You know? And I'm like, "Oh, we ran away." I was like, me, Derek, like, we made up a story. We didn't tell her the whole truth. We gave her some truth, but not the whole truth. And she's like, "Well, you need to call their parents." That's what my mom was like. You need to call their parents and let them know that they're okay. And I'm like, well, that's kind of gonna give us up. Anyways, we did. And so my girlfriend's parents were private investigators. Like, they own their own private eye business, you know? And Derek's mom was poor. She barely fucking had a job, you know, like, and like, so they had to buy her a plane ticket so they can fly out to Key West to pick them up and take them back home.
Okay.
And so now I'm left in Key West. Okay, so before that, like, we went and had fun with the money. Like, we went and bought gold, like jewelry, fucking like we were being dumbass kids, like just stupid, you know. And we had a fucking day. Went out eating, putt got like I fucking remember like it was yesterday, and then it all ended because, and then they walked in the door, and it was like real. It was like, how the fuck did you guys get here so quick? You know, it's only an hour. You know, I mean, no matter what, especially, I mean, like, if you have money, you get on a plane, it's only 1 hour from Tampa to Key West. But being a kid, you know, I mean, it took us 8 hours to get here, you know, and all of our fun was like, all right, so now my girlfriend is gone. My best friend is gone. And I have a new best friend. Snowflake, or whatever the fuck that goddamn dog's name was. You know, like, I'm like, because they didn't take fucking the dog with them. I had to drive all the way back with that fucking dog. No money. Like, we already fucking, like, I had like a little bit of money. And don't forget that I have a $365 speeding ticket that my dad had to pay for, not me. My dad did, you know, and drive back by myself with this fucking dog. And no lie, I was in a Honda Civic. I think that was my 93 or 94 Honda Civic at the time.
I had a 94 Acura Legend, which is my favorite car ever.
Yeah. Oh man. So you had a better one than me. That's like a top. That's like I had the EX. I had the EX Civic, which is like the best you can get in the Civic. But once you go Acura or anything like that, that's way fucking better, you know.
And then
but I put 140 down Interstate 10, just passing people, and not even fucking caring. Like okay, so I just got a fucking speeding ticket for going fucking too fast. Actually, it was my friend that was driving at the time. It was Derek that was driving at the time, not me. But I mean, like, and not caring. And I remember, as soon as I hit home, I fucking pull into uh, uh, um, uh, Desiree, pulled into her driveway, knocked on her door. Her fucking dad didn't want to fucking see me or talk to me. I just pretty much like, handed him fucking the dog. My daughter's never fucking seeing you again. This and that. I'm like, well, I was like, okay. I was like, we see each other every fucking day at school. It's like, so okay, whatever. I mean, like, I live we live down this country fucking road. You could probably even look at my house if you go to the fuck was my address? I'll have to look on Google Maps. But anyways, I know it was Country Line, but I'm trying to remember the numbers. I can't remember the number. At 3-9. Fuck. I can't remember the fucking numbers. But anyways, I guarantee you, like if I looked up on Google Maps, I'll be able to fucking like see a fucking aerial of my house.
Mm.
And her house is like probably a mile down to the left and then back. So like we almost live like across the street from each other, but you can't get there that way. You have to go down, around, and then back up, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so we weren't allowed to see each other anymore, after that, obviously. Like no charges were pressed. His dad didn't want to press charges, which was like really fucking cool. And me and Desiree ended up kind of only dating in school. She was scared to sneak out anymore. Like in the past, like before all this happened, she would always sneak out, and my dad would fucking catch us. He's like, he'd be all like, "Fucking, is she in here right now?" Like, no, like he'd come over there and fucking like she'd be like on the other side of the bed, and she's like, "Oh," and she's like, "You need to get your ass home." And like my dad was like 6'3", fucking he was a big dude, and he'd come in there, no shirt, just his whitey tighties, because that's what he wore, is like fucking whitey tighty underwear, and just like walk, and like wherever he did, like he made waves. It was like my dad was like something else. I wish really, I don't mean to take this anywhere else, but like I wish my dad would have like taught me like some of that instead of keeping me exiled and not teaching me and not telling me, because like I teach my kids every fucking single day what I know and what I've learned, whether it's right or wrong. Like I teach my kids every fucking day and tell them every fucking day what I did wrong. And then that way they know what maybe not to do, so they don't have to take the rough roads that I fucking took. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, dude.
But like with that story, I mean, like everything just broke apart. Like Derek like his mom fucking ended up like really like not liking me. Like, I mean, like we always. I even talked to Derek. I mean, oh, that's somebody that we can have on this podcast. I haven't talked to Derek in like 4 years, maybe a little less than that. But like,
give him a call tomorrow.
No, I have to like check in with him, and make sure everything is like cool, you know.
Yeah.
But and then I need to just talk to him. My phone's gonna die. I gotta plug my phone up. No, I mean before I'm not just gonna call him and like you know what I mean. Sorry, let me plug my phone up real fast. I can't fucking see the hole. I can feel it. That wasn't a joke. I mean, I was like,
yeah, I know.
You all fucking laugh like I was making a pun. Anyways, but so like where that story was, or I guess maybe ended, was I ended up cheating on my high school girlfriend that I really fucking loved. I really, really fucking loved her. I really fucking like, I guess I didn't love her enough because I was a fucking dumbass kid. And there was this fucking chick that was like super fucking hot. And it was like way above my fucking like pay like scale, you know? And like,
yeah.
And like she came into a fucking play. And I took it. And I got it. You know,
yeah.
it's like, and I was honest.
Mm-hmm.
And then it fucking ended. She fucking started talking to this kid, Eric Hicks, which ended up fucking like wrecking her life, abusing her, fucking like physically. I mean, this was like after they graduated and shit, and then she turned into a dyke, like literally a dyke, and she's like this like blew up because she was skinny, she was fine, like she looked good, and then like rough roads, what life can fucking take you down. So like I don't know where, that's kind of like what I'm trying to say at the same time. Like, so we all have different lives, we all go like different ways, and even though that mine went that way and I'm here, then hers went a different way. It's like a tree that has a bunch of different branches, or a tree that has a bunch of different roots, and they all run together, but they're all separate at the same time. And like with life, we're all connected, but we're all separate.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's kind of contradicting in one, but we're all, what I'm trying to say is like we're all different people and we all have different thoughts. We all have different perceptions. Like we all look at life way different than the next person. We all have the same feelings. We all bleed the same. You know, if our fucking head gets fucking knocked in, it's gonna pretty much look the same. You know, it's fucking blood, fucking bone, fucking whatever, you know. But we all see the world differently.
Mm.
And it's hard sometimes to, especially when you're in a relationship. So let's say that. So like, I mean, it's hard enough seeing like different. It's easy to have, different perceptions and shit. Like me and Cody, like how me and him are and shit like that. But and then we always bounce back. But like, if you're in a relationship every single day with that person, it's hard. It's like one of the fucking hardest fucking things to know that are and the only way that it's ever going to work is if you just give up. But then that person has to give up too, and if not, and then you can tell that that person isn't giving up and that you are giving up. And then it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, but that's life right there. In a nutshell. In a nutshell, that's fucking life.
Yes.
And people that have that and people that know that are together, they hold the key. And even them will still fight. Even them will still, but they're not going to fight about dumb shit. Like, fuck. And I hope that we all can get there one day. So I want to talk about this. Like, I really believe in the next life. So I know that I'm definitely coming back to this world because I haven't perfected this life.
You've done your homework, it sounds like.
No, this is just what I feel inside. I mean, like I watch a lot of videos. I don't believe in just one video. I take a lot of things out of a lot of different stuff and I feed them into my system and what I believe, because I've been through 2 different religions and studied them really well, and I don't believe in that. I believe in God. I don't believe in God as the Bible.
Sure.
I believe that is just a book that was written by you and me. And I believe that people thought, yeah, there was a Jesus, and like there were like a lot of different events happening. But there is so many other things that are written down that people are finding, that are starting to, ancient civilizations that have been found and documented, that's been way before that. So it's I don't really believe that that Christ came down to save us. And I really hope I don't go to hell for that, because I mean, like, I do believe in God, but like, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the God that is portrayed in the Bible, is what I'm saying. Like, there is a God, but like, it's not that. It's not what the humans took it and then like made it to be, because all it is power. All it is manipulation, control, money, and that's really it. Like, if you look at all all the religions are saying, I'm the right religion. I'm the right religion. There's no wrong religion. There's no wrong religion. There's no book that's going to say, hey, this is the true religion and this is it, you know? It's really about yourself and your being. And like, that's it. Like you don't have to go to church and go through all these like certain dances, you know, like the Catholics have like this seance or whatever, and the blood of Jesus Christ, and then like same with you know, the Mormon church, and same with like even like every church does the same thing, you know, but yet they all scrutinize one another. And that's like, why are we battling? That's where the hate comes from. That sounds like the devil, if anything, to me, because that's what the devil was here to put freaking, you know, discord and like, you know, confusion. So I don't understand that. And I think there's a lot of people that are changing now. I think a lot of religions are changing and or they're trying to change, because you can see it. I see it. I see a lot of change happening. And it's for the good, I believe. I mean, I believe that it's for the good. Even though that there's a lot of evil still out there, but there's a lot of things that are like bringing us all together. And I think a lot of people now are saying that, you know, and like stepping up, helping one another. I mean, don't you agree? I mean, it's like I'm starting to see like a big change in like in our and everything, like our DNA, our human evolution. I really think.
I think so. And I think it has to do with a lot. It has to do with social media, you know, and giving people platforms that never had them before.
Yeah.
You know, like people like you, me, and Cody, we created a platform to do our podcast show off of. You know, we were three guys that would have never had a program back in 2000.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's like I figured out how to do it, and we're doing it. You know, so that's a big difference to me right there.
What I was telling Cody earlier too, and this is why I really want other people to join us. It's really therapeutic. It's really like I miss talking to a therapist, you know, but just being able to like say the things that I'm saying right now, even though it's just to you or whoever wants to listen, it's like it helps me. It really like, you know, like cleans, just refreshes me. You know, I don't know what else to say, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that 100%.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I have a guest I have in mind for tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, the next night definitely.
What's his name?
Pete.
Did he go to Epic?
Nope.
All right.
He went to Odyssey.
Okay.
So him, if not him, I know I got one there from Epic. Yeah. shoot, most people at Epic didn't make it, you know?
We should go talk at Epic.
We should.
It's what I did one. Me and Cody did. Like after we graduated, I don't know. It was probably like a month or two after we graduated.
You spoke there?
Huh?
Did you say you spoke there?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? Cool.
That's when Alicia was still still boss. So it was probably like a month. It was like a
Yeah.
short time. When we graduated, we were in Cold Creek,
Yeah.
and yeah, me and Cody went and fucking spoke there. But
I might call over there. Well, starting tomorrow, I'll be employed by then, so maybe that'll help.
so tell me the difference between okay, so core is like more of
Hands on.
like, do you remember Jeremy?
Yes.
Remember Jeremy that we had always getting new pants? He would always wear the
Oh
same.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I see him, I talk to him once a week because
Where's him at?
he lives right like over by me, like in Kearns. Yeah. And it's fucking sad sometimes. But then when sometimes I pick him up, he's like, hey, my dude, you know, he's like, it is like he's like perfect minded, you know, and I'm like, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh man, he's like, I really need to get out of here. You know, he's he's like, and then other days I see him, he's like flatlined, you know, and he admits that he's still like, you know, still using drugs, going down rough roads, can't get away from it, fucking, you know, abusing his mom.
Those are the type we need, you know, people like that are going down the rough roads.
Like, I wish I could probably. I haven't seen him in like weeks, so I'm kind of. He's either like went to jail or something because like he's at a certain spot all the time, and every time I see him, he's like, "Hey, you know," he's like, "Can I get a ride up to the store?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, jump in." You know, it's like, you know, here's a couple bucks. He's like, "You got a cigarette?" I'm like, "Yeah, here." You know, fucking give him a couple cigarettes. Like I see him at the Little Caesars sometime. Like I walked inside, he's like, you know, eating some pizza. Like that happened a couple of times, but I mostly see him speaking in the liquor store parking lot, to be honest. But I haven't seen him. I don't know where the fuck he is. He was talking about going to Washington, but
a lot of people talk about moving up to Seattle, and I've only known one friend that's done it out of like 15 of them that have told me they're going to Seattle.
Yeah.
I think like Seattle is just kind of they really cater well to homeless people up there. And
yeah, but you don't have to be homeless.
No, well, I know exactly, but the people that I knew that are, yeah, those are the type.
Because there's like so much fucking room out there, and it's like, hey, come out here, fucking, you know, trim fucking bud. You know, you'll have a place to stay.
Exactly. Same for Denver. Same for Denver.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's exactly why. You know what? And that's cool. It's like, hey, you know, if you are homeless, fucking move here. Fucking, well, you could pitch a tent. And fucking, you don't steal. Fucking, you can trim weed, and you'll have as much weed as you fucking like want. You know, just don't steal it.
Yeah,
that's what I would do if I if I had a weed farm, dude. I'd fucking like. For real, but I'd be strict as fuck. But at the same time, I'd be like, I'll make my employees to where they don't want to steal from me. and work their ass off. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because that's where it fucking is, really. I mean, like, I had fucking 5 employees, man. I was paying these kids $25 fucking an hour, each one of them. You know, fucking like a lot of fucking money. It's a lot of money. Oh, we were doing fucking like a house in 8 days, 9 days, and that's the inside, and that is demo, paint, put back together. I mean, it was like it was a major fucking job, you know. Plus, it was like out north, and I was making good fucking money, bro. I was making almost $11,000 every 8 days.
It's not bad at all.
Well, I mean, I wasn't making that because I had overhead. I had to pay my guys, which I just got done saying. I had 4 or 5 guys. Most of them were my daughters and their boyfriends. And paying them really fucking good because I was getting good money. So I was keeping it all in the fucking family and shit. And then it just fucking crashed. You know, it fucking went away. And it fucking sucks. And
I bet.
I mean, it was a company called Progress, but what they would do is they would buy homes, and we would go in there, we would fix them up, and instead of flipping them, they would rent them. So we would take out like all the things that would like if they had for instance if they had like softeners or shit in their garage, we would take all that shit off, cut it off, plug it up, box it up, you know, like fucking everything, like everything would come out of the house pretty much. That they didn't want to have to maintain. So it was like pretty much flipped into a rental property instead of a home to buy. Okay. So, but what they did and why I fucking pretty much don't have any work is that there was I was working for a guy named Thomas. I found him online, and he was pretty much bending me over and like just fucking me raw. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and for a few months. And I knew that, but like I was making enough money to where I could get by. But then it got out of hand. He was like way too demanding. He was like uncooperative. He wasn't like trying to fucking like meet me anywhere in the middle. He wanted to like pay me like every 2 weeks, blah blase, like just a bunch of fucking shit, right? And I'm on my last house that I'm doing with him. Well, at this time, I didn't know that it was my last house, but it was my last house. And there's another crew next door, Dave and Caden. So this company has, it's like a spider web. Okay, so it's like, you know, so for instance, there's Tom. And then Tom had me, Tom had somebody else, Tom had this person, floors to do like painting. He had a few painters. So there's a lot of people under Tom. I get introduced with Dave, and Dave's like the coolest most chill dude ever. And we just happened to meet just for instance, and then he's like, you mind if I come see your work? I'm like, yeah. I was like, come on, like, he's like, damn, he's like, what? He's like, I'll steal you right now. I was like, really? And I was like, well, maybe we could talk, like, but then shit got real. Then I did. I mean, I went over to Dave's company, and shit was good and good and good and good. Fucking, we were getting business. Fucking, I was knocking them out. Fucking, everybody was fucking happy. And then also, like, I would do demo. He would pay me. Okay, like $1,500, and like demo would take a day. Okay,
no shit.
I'd get a check. Okay, and then after demo, I would do the paint, and then I would usually make about 5,000 to 6,000, depending on the square footage, and I'd get paid. And then I would put everything back together, like new lights. I'd put blinds and shit like that, and then I'd get a check. Boom. So demo would take a day. Paint would take about 5 days. So that's 6 days. And then putting back everything would take about like 2 or 3 days, like 2 days. Okay. So that I would get a check each time. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
And so this company bought fucking so many houses and had so many people like fixing them up to where they're losing money now because they can't lease them until I guess maybe the market gets better or that they start renting some more. Maybe it'll come back. So they took all their money that they had in this big ass bank and
COVID didn't help, did it?
Went out to Wyoming. No, this was a little after that.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a little after that. But what they did is they went to Wyoming and Idaho and started buying houses out there, which I can't. That's where Dave and Caden went, and I could have went, but I'm here. I got my kids. They're in school, and so like I basically got fucking left with nothing, and had to just kind of depend on Angie leads.
Okay.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I bet it does.
You can help me out and build me a fucking business page on Google, right?
Absolutely, I can.
Yeah. I was gonna have this guy that I did this guy's garage. He had, I don't know why they did it. I mean, I know why they did it, but I'm like, I can't believe like they actually paid for it. But 78 holes, 3-inch in diameter, in their garage, because that's where they work out, because it wasn't insulated. So they had a company come and cut out 78 holes in the drywall in each stud, and stuffed insulation in there. So they cut out the holes and then they stuffed insulation in there just so they can be warm when they work out. And then I had to go in and I had to take pretty much like a wood backing. Thank God they still had the holes. They had all the holes that were cut out, like stacked up. So I had those, because that would have been fucking even. We don't even want to talk about. I probably wouldn't have took the job. But like, so whenever you do that, you have to get like the wood slat. So it's kind of like fucking empty cup. So if this is the hole, you gotta have like a piece of a wood like this. Okay.
Okay.
But you gotta put it behind the drywall, and then you screw into the drywall so it has like a hole, and then you take the hole that was cut out and you put it in there, and then you like drill that, and then you gotta like paste mud, all that shit. It's like a process. It fucking really is. It's fucking but 78 of them, 70 fucking 8. And like I thought, like usually like per hole I would charge like $20. So like I'm thinking like, bam, I just scored. And then she shows me the bid that she has on her phone for like 500 and something bucks. I like, oh my God. I'm like, all right, I'll do it for that because I needed the fucking money. I was like, I'll do it for that price if you buy all the material. And but then I ended up getting the paint. Oh yeah, this is where I was going with that. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting I painted the whole garage, but then they were so impressed with the job and stuff, and her husband was going to help me set up for free a Google account that would like feed me business, teach me how to fucking run it, dot dot dot. And then I was like, that is so cool. I was like, thank you guys. And they were fucking like almost an hour and a half away. I even told them that I would go and paint their exterior doors for free. And I haven't called them back yet. And I kind of feel bad, but I mean, if you're gonna fucking help me, I mean, like,
I won't charge. Oh fuck! I gotta.
no, bro, because it's gonna fucking bring, it's gonna bring both of us business, because I might need some help. So, like, I mean, even like you need extra money, like on the weekend or anything. If I get a good job.
No, but what I do need though is I need $15.95 for the Zoom app for the month, so we can do this.
My bank account is $250 negative right now.
All right, I'll handle myself.
No, I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying that it can't happen like tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean?
It's got to happen by Thursday, but I can pay it Thursday out of my bank account.
Meet me up tomorrow. I can probably give you $20. I just can't fucking. I just can't put it on a fucking credit card. Is like what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I
mean, I really don't have cash because, like, I'm fucking telling you, like, I put all my cash right here, and like, I have almost $1,000, but I have to come up with $800 more by the 5th, or I'm fucking like late on rent. So I'm a little fucking stressed the fuck out with money.
Well, I don't want you to have to. I don't want to put any more stress on you, so I'll just pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Like I said, I mean, we'll work shit out, like, but it's just gonna take like a little bit, if you can. So you got to pay for Zoom.
Yeah, $15.95. Well, because I have all the features and everything unlocked to make it easier for me. Like if you don't, if it's not unlocked, you can only record up to 40 minutes on a meeting.
All right.
So because we have the free premium unlocked right now, we can record for 8 hours if you wanted to.
Isn't there a better platform to like stream on than Zoom?
I think Zoom's the best one.
You think so? I mean, like
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know shit. I mean, so like I'm just asking like questions.
Yeah,
If you feel like it's Zoom is the best one, then
I did all my homework and everything, and I thought Zoom.
What about Riddle or fucking what's that other one that people go on like? Is it Riddle?
Reddit.
Reddit. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, but you got to post it. They don't provide like a platform. You got to post your platform like from Zoom or something. Like you got to find a place to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like YouTube. It's just like I have to find a place to post it first, and then I move it over to the Reddit and the YouTube and the Facebook.
Yeah, that's so fucking dumb how like shit fucking works. That's the shit that I don't get. You know, it's just like it's fucking weird.
It's gotten much easier than it was a year ago. I'll tell you that. But
oh yeah, definitely years ago. But you're like pixely as fuck sometimes. Oh my god, my knees, bud.
I can't even see it anymore.
That's because I had to stand up because my fucking knees are fucking like killing me, dude.
Yeah, so that's how my back is.
Hey, have you ever seen that fucking dude in the gym? In Toli?
Who?
You ever see the gym prank guy?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's like the cleaner. Hey, what was some of the homework that I gave you that you were supposed to look? Now I forgot. See, I need to keep notes. Oh, man. Because you were supposed to look at some fucking the Y files. You were supposed to like check the Y files out.
Yeah, Ashley and I checked it.
Okay.
Ashley says, "No way, I don't look like that guy."
Yeah, Ashley doesn't. No, it's the mannerisms. Really, it's like how you like. It really is like there's some of the things that you say. It's the fucking mannerisms, and you might not see it, but Cody saw it right away. I was like, hey, Cody, was it remind you of yeah.
No, I'm gonna pull it up right. I'm gonna pull it up right now and look at it.
No, okay. So what was the other things? I don't really care about that.
That was the one thing. That's the one thing you had me write down.
It's just right now you don't. Right now you don't. But there are some times when you're freaking like in your mode, and you're freaking talking to stuff. You fucking sound like and you look like I don't care. I don't care what the fuck Ashley says.
Well, she just saw a picture.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is,
I'm checking it right now.
It's not just like you look like him, but it's sometimes it's the mannerism.
Hold on.
We do know the poles shift over time.
Can't even see it.
We also know the continents drift over a very long period of time. But Dr. Chan Thomas, in his book, The Adam and Eve Story, says the shift happens in less than a day. Chan Thomas describes in
sometimes
detail
he wears
what this will be
glasses,
like. And it's worse than any Hollywood disaster movie.
We couldn't find a picture of the glasses on.
Because everything is spinning together. The land,
we couldn't find a picture with him wearing glasses.
The Earth's air and water continue to spin.
We couldn't find because I know you put in there like as with glasses on, but I couldn't find.
So but like, did you? I mean, all that aside, did you watch some of his videos?
So dangerous that they had to hide it from the public for 60 years and continue to hide most of it. Well, it's because the man who wrote it describes the end of the world. Thomas presents evidence of a coming shift in the Earth's poles that creates a cataclysm. And Thomas says these pole shifts are cyclical, that on regular intervals, a disaster wipes out almost all human life, and we start over again in the Stone Age.
The rumble so low as to be inaudible, then fuming into a thundering roar, the earthquake starts. Only it's not like any earthquake in history. In California, mountains shake like ferns in a breeze. The mighty Pacific rears back and piles up into a mountain of seawater more than 2 miles high, then starts its race eastward.
What did I what?
The wing attacks, shredding everything in super.
It sounded like you just changed the voice.
The wind eastward, burying Los Angeles and San Francisco as if they were but grains of sand.
It doesn't sound like him anymore.
Yeah.
That was weird. Anyways, but I mean, okay. So, what was the other videos that I told you that you should watch too? So the Y-Files is really good. Like you should watch a couple of them.
That's the only one. That's the only one I have down is for the Y-Files.
No, it was Oh, maybe no. I mean that's good though, but that's epic. But no, it's like there's another one. Oh, fucking Redacted.
That was it.
Yeah, Redacted. Watch Redacted because of like that's like the news, but they fucking tell it straight, and they fucking have like all. They're not like they're not like conspiracy theories. They're like, if you want to take this information, here's a link. You can go to this and research it yourself. You know
what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
Do every day at 4:00. Every day at 4. Yeah, Redacted.
Right. I'm gonna watch one of these, and I'm gonna present it as a topic tomorrow night to talk about.
Well, they're gonna have to watch it,
huh?
But they keep up with like everything, like pretty much. I guess you could probably say they're kind of like WikiLeaks, like they are like or whatever they're called. I'm sorry, I probably have the name wrong, but they're kind of like whistleblowers, but they blow
redacted. Redacted.
Yeah, redacted.
Okay.
They're kind of like whistleblowers, but they're blowing the whistle after the whistle's already been blown. You know, kind of like that.
Got it.
They're not. Like I said, they're not conspiracy theorists. They always have facts to back up what they say. And it's pretty crazy to see what the fuck. That's like the real news. It's like like how we were fucking talking about, like fucking Carlson and shit. You know, I was like, dude, that dude is fucking badass. You know?
Oh, Tucker? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, like he's fucking bad. You know, I mean, like he's fucking he's so cool, and like they were actually joking. Like Redacted was joke is like, yeah, I wish we could like have enough money to get him on fucking our set, but like when you watch Redacted and like just watch like a set, like their most common, their most newest one. And then maybe just go back from there. You know, I mean, I don't know, but they're like his wife is kind of weird. I don't know if I like the way her mouth moves.
What, on the Y-Files?
Huh?
You're still on
No,
Redacted?
we're talking about Redacted.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you swap back or not. So yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't seen his wife yet, so I'll look for tomorrow night.
I thought that's what you were looking at right now.
I'm not. I'm
What are you
not.
watching? Are you watching porn right now? Watching me?
No, it says Wi-Fi, but it's not. But I'm not listening to it or anything because I'm on the podcast with you. I'm listening to it after.
Yeah.
Alien artifacts on Mars. Mothman. After Files. Mothman
Yeah, like
return.
okay, so like the White Files is more like scientific kind of like
Yeah.
stuff that anomalies that are happening.
Mm.
Sometimes space, sometimes
The Denver airport about what's underneath there and stuff.
yeah. I mean, just like different, but then like he breaks it down too at the end. So like how he does his podcast is really fucking smart. He has a really cool like podcast. He really does.
Okay.
Like if you do podcasting, you gotta respect him because he's fucking really fucking good at it. And then he does like a 2.5 hour fucking like question and answers. Yeah, like I watched a few of them. I'm like, holy fuck, and he looks different. But where the fuck was I? Oh yeah, but with redacted, it's more like uh the world, what's happening now with fucking the war, with like how fucking like how different corruption within our own government with other governments are going on. And it's not just hearsay. It's like they show like documentation, and you can take it for what, if it is corruption or if it's not corruption. But I mean, like, it's corruption. Like it's like crazy what's going on in our world right now. And it's not fake news. It's not like when you turn on and you watch
CNN,
CNN or Fox, and they're telling you this. I mean, like, they're giving you the actual fucking shit that's going on. It's kind of scary. It's kind of fucking scary. Just like with um with like they're talking about the new pandemic laws. So if there's like another pandemic, this is what they can do, and it's like government sealed law, so they can like start fucking like martial law in any city anywhere. Like, look up redacted and look up 10 10-minute or 15-minute city or something like that they've already created, not in the USA, but it's something that they're starting, and it will definitely probably come here. But like, look up Sears. That's what Bill Gates is calling the new pandemic, is Sears. SEARS or something like that. And it's an acronym, and my brain's not working right now to come out with the words. But look it up. Don't you have like two computers you can like work off of?
Yeah, I'm doing something on one real quick. I'm almost done.
I'm just saying, maybe you should like look up some of the shit that I'm saying just to like verify it to see if I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I think he do know what the fuck you're talking about. Because I've seen shit on those before.
But why are you on your phone? I mean, like, don't you have like another a screen?
Yeah, but I'm recording that.
Yeah. All right, we got to get you another computer then.
Why?
So you can do fucking two things at one time, because and then you can have like both your computers talking to each other, but one's recording the podcast, and then you can have another one that like pulls up like videos.
Oh, I have my iPad moving. I have my iPad
like having double screens, three screens, four screens.
I don't need to watch video though. I can just watch video off of my iPhone, and then I can watch the podcast of me and you recording on the iPad.
Yeah, I was just saying that so you can like look up stuff, like research stuff as
I can do that on the phone for now.
All right.
Yeah, it's just as easy as a computer, pretty much. But I do want to get a computer though. I will get one eventually.
But what are you looking up as what, like, that's what I was saying. So like,
right now,
this would be cool. It would be cool, like if you can bring up your other computer screen on inside the talk to show what you're actually doing. Just
I'm just
for show.
I'm just uploading episodes onto our Facebook for our Facebook account, so people can watch them off of Facebook. That's what I'm doing.
Damn it, man! I don't have Facebook. Do you send it? Can you send it to Messenger?
No, you can watch them on YouTube.
Okay, so send me. Yeah, I know. I think you already did, but send me another link of like the very first episode.
This isn't the very first, but this will be the first.
No, send me. I want the very first.
Well, no, this is going to be the first 4 videos. You can click on the first one.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. All right. Share. All right. Yeah. So I'm sharing this. This is going to be all 4 of our episodes shared. I'm sharing our YouTube page. See, that's what I'm doing.
So what's the thumbnail here? Sorry, let me find my controller. So I'm on YouTube. So what would I say to bring up the?
You just go click on the one I just sent you a messenger. It'll link you right to it.
I know, but then I have to use my fucking phone, and I got like, you don't understand. Rough Roads.
See it?
No. I don't want to go through my phone, because if I go through my phone and then I have to like, it enables my remote. So I have to use my phone as the remote. So what can I say?
All you got to do is go into Messenger.
I know.
Okay.
I understand what you are saying.
Okay, I got that.
Listen to me real fast.
All right.
So if I do that, and then I have to have my phone as my controller, and then I have to reset I won't be able to use this anymore. Okay. I want to be able to use this, but like sometimes when I like do the screenshot or whatever from my phone, use YouTube, because sometimes I do that.
I'll do this. So, make it easier for you. So type in.
Just tell me to say so I can bring it up on YouTube. What do I need to type in on YouTube?
Rough Roads podcast.
Is it a guy that's like looking at a fucking lake?
No, it's our logo, Rough Roads podcast.
Okay, look. I think that's charged enough. Oh no.
Just click on that, on the YouTube link.
Yes. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Why? So, but you can
Because
go.
then I have to. I just told you, Keith, because then I have to use my fucking phone and then I have to reset my TV.
All right, well then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you then.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, what can I say? Okay, so look, this is what I'm looking at right now. Rough Roads. Is this one right here?
I can't see your screen because it's.
Okay, hold on.
All right. But you got to get all the way back in there.
Is it that?
No, you got to sit all the way back down. All right, we're gonna do this. Let's finish.
I'll look at it. I'll look. Yeah. Just call me back.
We're in the podcast now, so
Yes, sir. All
yeah,
right.
and check us out twitter.com. Go to rough_Rhodes RHODES podcast or road. No, I messed it up. I've been on for too long. Rough Roads.
Leave us some comments. Leave us some Rough Roads comments.
Yeah. Rough Roads comments. That's where it's at.
Don't
That's
take
where
it
it's
easy.
at. Yeah, Rough Roads comments is really where it's at on YouTube.
Yeah.
You want to know a question, or you can send us an email, roughroadspodcast@gmail. And you can email us your questions, or you can send us a text message at 801-215-9682, and you can text us your question or comment too. So
Yes, please.
yeah. So yeah. With that being said, everybody have a good night, and we will be back with the episode tomorrow night. So have a good night, guys.
Good night.